Okay. Hey, Elaina. Hey, Jen. How are you, honey? Sorry, I just saw you guys. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, I'm late, a little late. Hey, Socials. How are you, honey? Hope you're doing well. Let me just well, I don't really need to do any other posts. So this is going to be an all signs reading for what you don't see coming for what do I have it down for July 14th through the 20th, so next week. We'll take a look at the beginning, middle, and end of the week. Beginning of the week, if you're new here, is Monday, Tuesday. Middle of the week is Wednesday, Thursday-ish, and end of the week is Friday through Sunday. Also, um, obviously take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your story, do not try to make it fit. Roles can be reversed. If you would like to give a super chat, they're currently open. Pricing is pinned at the top. Those will be done after the all signs portion is completed. Also, I will get, we'll go with a collective message first, and then we'll go with birthday babies, Cancers, and then we'll go from Aries to Pisces. I will get a money message for next week as well for everybody. Zodiac signs you could be dealing with, but not limited to, as well as guidance too. If you want a more in-depth personal private reading, my email is below. I have added some options, and I've also updated the pricing as well. So that way more people can be involved in that as well, okay? What else? Check out recommended readers. Check out my Patreon. I have to do Libra. What is it? Libra. I've everybody done, but let me see. Hold on. Hold it. I'll tell you. 1 second. I have to do Libra, Cancer, Taurus, Leo, and Gemini for Patreon for the monthlies for July. I know I'm a little late, but I'm going to get them done as fast as humanly possible. It's just a lot going on. Just so much. What else? Mercury is retrograding in Leo, and it is not. It's a lot of regression. I feel like a lot of people, not everybody, but obviously, but a lot of people with this Mercury retrograde are like regressing back to pride. If they haven't dealt with it, or things are being brought up that need to be dealt with, basically. A lot of pride or arrogance, if it's not been processed or healed, is coming up a lot. We have, what else? Uranus is doing its thing. A lot of people wanting freedom, or obviously, if it's not fair for everybody, then it's fair for no one, which I can get behind that. Also, Pluto transiting Aquarius, which is big changes. Also, Uranus can also bring in like change in technology too. So there's a lot going on. Lilith and Juno, I believe, is in Scorpio, and then we also had Mars is in Virgo until like August something, and we just had a full moon in Capricorn. I think we still might actually be in the full moon cycle right now for Capricorn. So a lot going on. Be gracious towards yourself. Give grace where it applies if needed. Okay. Give yourself the gift of time, the best of your ability, and do the best you can. That's all you can do, right? What else? I think that's it. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay. This obviously can be stuff that's going on around you. Hey, Thelma, what's up, honey? How are you? Can be stuff that's going on around you, or people that you people that you know, okay, or yeah, stuff like that. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's go with the collective first. Let's see. 4, 3, 3. Here we go. Y'all can see that. Y'all can see that. Okay. All right. So collective. Let's see what you got going on for next week. Okay. All signs, all placements for the collective message. Let's see. Where is it? Where's my timer? Hey, Northi, what's up, honey? How are you? I hope you're doing well. All right. Okay, collective. Let's see what you got going on, honey. Show me the collective, please. Beginning, middle, and end of the week. Show me beginning of the week. Surrender. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little light, but okay, collective. So you're surrendering something, or you're letting something go. Like, well, I guess you could say Jesus take the wheel, or you're surrendering it over to the divine. Whatever it is, you're surrendering it over. Okay. Middle of the week, though? Yeah, and movement. That kind of gives me like an 8 of Wands kind of vibe. Communication, but also movement here. So you're letting something or somebody go, or you're surrendering to the process. And when you do that, if you decide to do that, you will have movement. Okay. Fast movement, actually. End of the week, though, look, growth. I feel like you're letting go of a relationship, a friendship, a family dynamic, because there's a lot of frustration. You're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Frustration. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you're very, what's that? Yeah, I'm going to take that. You're very frustrated at a situation, or somebody, or someone could be very frustrated with you. Take that in mind. Take that in consideration. Hey, Little Bit, what's up, honey? How are you? I don't appreciate that, honey. What's going on with this surrender? What are you surrendering? What is the collective surrendering? You could be surrendering to something, surrendering over something, letting something go, people, places, things, nouns, all that stuff. Patterns of behavior, maybe. Or this is somebody around you. The world, yeah. You're completing a cycle here. Beginning of the week, whatever this is, you're closing out a cycle. You're letting it go. You're letting somebody go. Or something go. I feel like you're taking a leap of faith here. You're crossing a finish line of some kind. You're literally almost there. As I'm doing the reading on Saturday night, you're almost there. One more. Yeah, you know, you have to make a head over heart decision. It's time to, it's the only logical decision that you can make at this point is to surrender whatever this is, because you can't, it's like you have to utilize logic now over your feelings about a situation. You are very discerning about a situation right now. There could be something that you're also seeing on the internet, or maybe you have questions about that as well, but you know, it's, you're going to let something go. It's like logic, head over heart, head wins. Okay. So we got any, so the world could be like Capricorn, right? It can also be any fixed sign. So Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. With the Queen of Swords could be Gemini, Libra, maybe Aquarius, sometimes Scorpio. One more on that. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles inverse. Yeah. You're no longer, okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're no longer taking, I feel like you're picking up a sword. You're putting down the cooking. I'm not saying you would never cook. I'm saying like you're putting down a certain role. Maybe it could be a gender specific role, particularly, or somebody in your life is doing that, and you're picking up a sword. Whatever this is, I think you're done. Hey, Northi, thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate you so much. You can always get a super chat a little bit if you want. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, you're putting this type of energy, for at least for now, with whatever or whomever this is, you're putting that to bed. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Little Bit, for your super chat, honey. I really appreciate you so much. You're putting that, not that you'll never pick it back up, but something has made you feel maybe not safe, or maybe not emotionally safe, or whatever this is. Like you're not codependent. You're not gonna overgive. You're not gonna overcompensate, overengage. No, you're picking up the sword now, utilizing logic and self-respect over your feelings. So I don't know what has put you in this position, or somebody in this position. I appreciate that so much, honey. But something has put you in a weird predicament. You know what I mean? A weird spot. You know what I mean? Like you want stability in your life, and you know whatever this is for you, you're not going to get it either in the location environment that you're currently at, and or in a relationship, maybe work environment. I'm not saying to quit your job or end your relationship or marriage. What I'm saying is like, what can you work with? There's nothing that you can work with regarding the situation. Okay, with movement, middle of the week, so Wednesday, Thursday, you got death in reverse. Yeah, something isn't changing. And with judgment in reverse, nah. Well, Scorpio strongly, but also Sagittarius here. What's that about? Hold on. 8 of Wands in reverse. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. When people think that, well, one, you can't change anybody, right? We all know that. We can't change people, right? We can only change ourselves. What we can also change how we engage with a person or a situation, whether it's a romantic partner, whether it's a spouse, a friend group, a family dynamic, a colleague, whatever, right? I feel like you're moving. I feel like you're taking a leap of faith here and moving out of the way and letting judgment, karma, land where it needs to land. Somebody may be too late to rectify a situation with you or something. With the 8 of Wands, Sagittarius energy in reverse, like there's no going back. Whatever this is, there's no going back from. You cannot, well, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I don't recommend it because then you're taking on that person's karma, their lessons that are not yours. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have any to learn, but whatever this is, it's not your lesson to learn. Your lesson is knowing that you have to make a head over heart decision. Taking a leap of faith, trusting the divine, and whatever this is, and moving forward. Right? Because judgment in reverse is like, somebody really misjudged you. They feel like you were afraid of ending something or changing something. I don't feel like you are. They really, like, they didn't see you coming, or they didn't. Hey, Yellow Butterfly, thank you so much for your super chat, honey. I really appreciate you. They didn't want to make the changes. Whatever this is, whomever, or this could be you. Keep that in mind, right? Somebody here, though, I'm going to read from your perspective, but somebody here is being guided to move, take a stand, put your foot down, whatever this is, but not like with words, but only with action. Hey, Genelle Maddox, thank you so much for your super chat. Really appreciate you so much, honey. With actual action and movement, right? There's, I don't know, this could be like also a friend group too. There could be something going on between friends. Give me one on that. Something's about to backfire on somebody. Somebody who didn't want to look. Listen. Okay, look at this with the 8 of Wands reverse. So somebody here didn't want to make the changes. They didn't want to make the necessary changes to bring, I guess, prosperity, mutual respect, mutual care, or any form of mutual beneficial connection, friendship, or partnership of any kind into this, whatever this dynamic is for you, right? Hey, what's up, honey? How are you? Happy Saturday. They didn't want to do that, right? You walk away from this if that's what you decide to do. This person gets rejected every step of the way because you were their good luck charm. You brought in the fortune. Doesn't matter if you brought in money or not. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. You brought in something that was abundant. They were able to manifest abundance, money, prosperity, opportunity, stability because you were in their life in some form or fashion. With the Magician in reverse, they can't manifest nothing. Nothing. Because they misused or misjudged you when you were in their life, okay? Meanwhile, you make sure it's not you who's doing that, okay? What's this growth about? Meanwhile, you have growth. Look, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You experience growth when you let something go or the hope of something changing and then move forward. But you got to take action. It's time for it's action time. One more. Yeah, 5. You're not going to regret it. You're not going to regret it, but somebody here is going to regret it after the fact. Thank you so much for your second super chat, Genelle Maddox. I really appreciate you so much. Somebody here is about to regret something, but after the fact. It's like, what is it like, whether it's a friend, partner, spouse, family member, maybe, I don't know, business. They're not, somebody here is not going to appreciate you until you're absolutely out of the picture. There's too much frustration here. Yep. See, moving forward. Could be traveling as well. What's the Five of Cups reverse? Yeah, Four of Cups reverse. Now they want to open up. Now they want forgiveness. Now they want to be apologetic. Now they want to put in the work. But for some reason, I feel like it's too late. They're too late. Because here's the thing. You may be realizing that y'all have grown apart. Now, for some of you, you might be, I don't know how to explain this, but you might be I'm not saying you're better than anybody else, but you might be healing to such a level where this person literally can't go where you're going because they haven't done the work. I mean, you can say outgrow, or you can say grow apart, but you can also say, if you're not going to make this move, whomever, whatever this is, has the ability to pull you backwards. You see what I'm saying? What's this frustration about? Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Side note, too, this person doesn't support you. Also, this person, or whatever is going on here, is losing support actively. They're possibly losing people who would help them out of, like, talk to you or talk to them or whatever this is. They're losing support, right? This person's going to realize the invisible domestic and emotional labor that you've actually been putting in this entire time. Only after, though, unfortunately, when you're no longer around. You can tell this person till you are absolutely blue in the face. You could be boo-hooing into your pillow 6 nights a week for 3 years straight. This person does not give a shit, unfortunately. Whomever this is very, very stubborn, rigid in their mind. They don't see you. It's not your job to prove your worth or your value to somebody who is blind and deaf to it. Okay, or something like that. Look, see, Six of Swords in reverse. They're going to be like, damn, I can't go here. I can't go there. I can't do this. I got to do all this other stuff because you were contributing. You were contributing. You were doing all the things that made it possible for this person to do other things. Whomever this is hella entitled. Bad. Bad. Yep. And they can't manifest anything. Whew, let's see. Anything else? Show me this. Let me see. Show me this person exactly. But I feel like you're moving forward. I feel like you've been preparing for this a little bit at a time. I feel like this is where you actually take a stand and you're like, you know what? No. My answer is no. I don't forgive you. I forgive myself. Whatever. I deserve better. No. Let's proceed. If this is like a breakup, or maybe you're leaving a company, maybe putting your 2 weeks notice in. If it's a friendship or whatever it is, or family dynamic, you're saying, I don't deserve this. I'm not going to be your scapegoat. If you're telling a partner or a spouse, you're telling them, listen, your love, your type of love is really non-existent or is hurtful, whatever it is, right? And you want no parts of it. And I feel like you're not going to be over explaining it either. Yeah, daydream. We got optimism, illusion, and delirious. This person, whomever this is in fantasy land. They're in fantasy world, the Luluville. They're not paying attention at all. What about middle of the week with the movement? Gift. Okay. Souvenir, promotion, and delight. So this person, they may be happy that you're moving forward with growth. But for not very long, though, because the memory or the essence of you is haunting this person. It's going to haunt them. It's going to haunt them for a long time. I'm not saying you're going to come back to this person or not, but we got disturbance, obscure, irritation, and supernatural. This can talk about spirit, your ancestors, or what have you, are on that ass. On that ass. Yep, it's ancestors, the dead. The dead is on this person's ass. They're being haunted by your ancestors. You get out of the way. Stop interfering, which I don't recommend. Yeah. They're going to FIFO. They're going to mess around and find out. Yeah. Yep. Also, your essence, wherever this is literally going to be haunting this person. Yeah, look, illness, look, disease, weakness, and fragility. This person, you were, I don't know how to explain this, you were actually holding the line from karma or judgment on this person. You were kind of in the way, not that you were intentionally being in the way, but you being in their life was holding back karma that has been way overdue. It seems like it could be pretty bad, actually. Live and learn says experience, training, and development. That's when they're like, got it. But I feel like it's too late. What about you? How do you feel about this situation ultimately? Look, self-love. I told you. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. Like, you know what? Self-concern, self-healing, and independence. You don't want no parts of this. You don't want no parts of this person. You don't, I mean, you might be hanging out with friends, team, connection, and network, right? Mm-mm. This person's going to feel like withdrawals from you. You might as well, actually. I don't feel like this was genuine love. I feel like this was a lesson for you. Hey, Debbie, what's up, honey? How are you? Thank you so much for your super chat, honey. I really appreciate you so much. I feel like this was a lesson for you. It was meant to show this person, like, how is somebody going to pray for a good person, a good man or woman to come into their life, only for them to completely not be grateful for it, take it completely for granted for years or for however long it's been. Look, maintenance, amendment, adjustment, and restoration. They're going to want to repair this. Hey, old man, what's up, honey? They're going to really want to, they're really, really going to want to repair this. I feel like you are going to be like, you know what? No. Yeah, look, you see this person as, we got confinement here. We got captivity, tolerance, and unfreedom. You want independence. You feel like this person is just trying to keep you stuck. Mm-mm. Whatever that's about. I don't think you want no parts of it, actually. But that's what I got collected for next week, honey. I don't think you want no parts of it, actually. No. Okay. I did not use the restroom before I came on because I was already running late. So I'm going to have to go to the ladies' room real fast. So please forgive me. And then I'll come back. Let me get cancers ready. And I'll come right back. 1 second. So sorry. I apologize. Let's see. Yeah, everybody hit that like button. I really would appreciate it so much. It really helps out the channel too. Helps it to grow. Make sure you share it if you feel like it would help somebody. Whatever. Okay. All right. Give me like a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Okay. so much better. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm so sorry. All right. Hey, Elaina, thank you so much for your super chat, honey. I appreciate you so much. Let me just write these down real quick, the super chats, and we will go on to Cancer. The birthday babes. A little bit. I hope you had a good birthday, a little bit. I really do. I hope you had a really good birthday. Yellow butterfly. I haven't seen you in a minute. I'm so glad you made it. I'm so glad all of you guys made it. I really appreciate you guys so much. Hold on. 3 cards. Miss Genelle. Three cards. And then the next one. Six cards. And Miss Debbie. Sorry, I just want to make sure I write these down real quick. Ooh. 3 cards. And Miss Elaina. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, honey. A lot of that's been going around, honey, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, honey. That's rough. That's rough. Okay, got everybody down. All right. What's up, Cancer? Let's get into it. 2645, honey. Oh, you're welcome, honey. All right, let's see. So I need to take a sip of my drink. What's up, Cancer? This is your what you don't see coming for next week. Beginning, middle, and end. Take what resonates. Obviously, honey, leave the rest. If it's not your story, don't make it fit. Roles can reverse. Also, super chats are open. Pricing is pinned at the top if you'd like to get one. Check out recommended readers down below. If you want a private reading with me, my email is also below. I've added options and updated the pricing, lowered it just a little bit so more people can. The economy is a little extra. So right now, so I don't want to be one of those people that is extra for people. So check that out. Also, I have not done your Patreon. I need to do your extra birthday video for YouTube, and I also need to do your monthly for Patreon. I haven't got there yet. I got like 5 more signs left. I am getting through it the best I can, I promise, but I will get there, okay? Let's see what you got going on, honey. Show me what's up for Cancer. What do you got going on next week, honey? Overall, show me Cancer, please. Beginning of the week. You got frustration. Go watch The Collective. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. But I feel like you're over it. You're so over it. Over it. You don't just, you're not, someone is irritating your spirit, your soul right now for some reason. And you do have Jupiter, I believe, in your sign for a while. So this might be a little bit of a lesson for you right now, maybe. Okay, you're just irritated. I get it. Full moons, and we just had a full moon in Capricorn, which is your opposite sign, your sister sign, or brother sign, whatever you want to call it, right? So you're like irritated. Okay, what about middle of the week? Okay, consciousness. Okay, you want somebody to wake the hell up. Okay. Are you maybe realizing about a person, or maybe you're realizing this about you? I don't know. Or someone could be realizing this about you, but let's just keep it reading from your perspective. You're realizing somebody is not very self-aware. Like they fake the funk, or they put on airs, like they put on a good show about being aware. But when you really talk to this person, maybe over the phone or in person or whatever, like they're really stubborn. Well, you can kind of be stubborn too, but I mean, like, it's, I don't know, something might be lining up for you consciously about why there's been so much frustration in something, where there's relationship, friendships, family dynamics, what have you. Like something is about to make sense here. Okay, get one more on that. What's the consciousness about? What's making sense for you? Space and reflection. Okay. You need to take some space from someone to reflect on whatever this is, or you want someone to respect your space, or maybe someone wants that from you, maybe. Okay. You might be looking into things like, consciousness, the nature of consciousness, everything is mind of the universe, or maybe something like that as well. But you are deeply self-reflecting on something. You're realizing that somebody isn't a self-reflector at all, like literally. End of the week, and it's very irritating. Ideation, yeah. Yeah, bottom of the deck. You want something to flow more naturally, more organically. You feel like somebody has like this mindset or something like that. This idea or this thought pattern that is just not conducive either for friendship, family dynamic, connection, or business partnership of some kind. Okay. You want something to flow more easily, or something's going to click for you about why somebody felt some way about a certain person that's in your life. Why somebody felt either invisible, unheard, not valued, not respect, or something like that. Hey, Delaney, what's up, honey? How are you? Okay. What is this frustration for you? King of Wands could be a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius here, or whatever. You feel like somebody wants praise or admiration for nothing. Or if this is not your connection, friendship, or whatever, you are seeing it could be a friend or family dynamic, or could be someone you work with, right? They're a good talker, they're a smooth talker, they're a salesman, whatever this is, but they're not getting it. It's like there's a mental block for this person, or there's some type of separation from like their thought pattern and their heart or their emotions. Like they're very very disconnected or something like that. Or somebody here might be pointing at, side note, this person might be pointing at you and saying you're the problem, or saying this is your fault. Okay. I feel like you about to tell somebody about themselves, honey. You about to tell somebody about themselves. It looks like. Okay. Oh yeah, well, go watch the collective Queen of Swords. Okay. You could be very frustrated with two people. It could be parents, or friends, family dynamic, or part. You could be this Queen of Swords. I feel like you about to tell somebody about themselves, or somebody here is getting so frustrated. This could be what you're observing. Someone's so frustrated with the King of Wands here, or vice versa, whatever. They're getting out of their emotions and going straight logic. Or this is you. What is this King of Wands doing exactly? You see, like this person is like trying to understand, or you're trying to understand. This person keeps like, they talk a good game, but when it comes to delivering, they don't really deliver. Or something like that. Use your discernment in the situation, or somebody is going to be using their discernment. It's like, I'm good. Look, the star. This person needs to do some healing work. This person also, Spirit is trying to guide this individual. We got Aquarius energy there. They have a lot of hope and optimism, but they're not seeing they are part, either they're going to be a part of the problem, or they're going to be part of the solution, right? They're not seeing that at all. Yeah, Tower reverse. Nope. There is no foundation to build on here. There is none. Or this might be what you're witnessing somebody tell somebody else, like, listen, I'm done being frustrated. I'm tired. I don't want to hear it. Or you're telling somebody, you are saying to somebody, or you're witnessing somebody say this to someone. There is no foundation, right? Someone who keeps avoiding a conversation, whether it be a difficult conversation or not, just any form of conversation, is quite literally the blockage or blockade to any form of growth, healing, or restoration of any kind. They have all the hope in the world, but without dedicated, diligent, intentional, and disciplined action, and be able to have a difficult conversation or hear things that they may disagree with, this person's too rigid. They want to be a leader. They want to be seen as a star. They want to be someone who's followed, or whatever, but they're not bringing anything worth. Like, people value different things. Some people, I'm not saying money's not important. Money is important, but it's not the only thing in the world that's important too. It is important, highly important. However, integrity, honesty, effective communication skills, empathy is also important. Accountability is also important. Respect, trust, emotional, mental, or physical, financial safety is also important. Hey, I'm perfectly imperfect. How are you, honey? Oh, thanks, Delaney. Yeah, I had to take a little bit of a break, honey. You know what I'm saying? And like, you're not, no. It's just a no. Either you're saying this to somebody, like, listen, you're out of your feelings. It's too much. They're getting on your nerves, or it's too frustrating because they don't want to understand. They don't want to do the work. They want the reward without the work or whatever. They want to be, I don't know how to say that. They want to be seen as healed and a star, whatever, but really they may not be. Now, there could be something about trying to heal something before a disaster hits, but I feel like it's already here. Go watch the collective. All right, middle of the week, we got consciousness, space, and reflection. It's like anything you tell another person goes in one ear and out the other. One ear and out the other. Look, Three of Pentacles and upright. Working, maybe you work with consciousness or something like that, or working consciously. I don't know how to explain that. Like, be mindful of your time. Be mindful of who you collaborate with. Be mindful of the details of your work. There's something about supporting. There's something about emotional support as well. Or, yeah. If you, maybe this is like a friend or a family member or maybe a peer or something like that. Maybe you're offering a lot of support to somebody, but I feel like you need to give something some space so it can have some form of self-reflection. I don't know. There's something about three. Could be three's a crowd here. Or somebody's mind is always on making money, which is important. Absolutely. You can't survive without it. You know. However, if you're building a legacy and you're kind of pissing on the legacy that you're trying to build, by the time you build it, you have nobody to share it with. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? What's that space about? Yeah, look, see? Space. Intuitively, you already know this, right? Or somebody does. Maybe you're witnessing this. Somebody needs some space away from something or someone. Somebody here, or this is what somebody does. Maybe it's what you do for work. Maybe you kind of do what I do or something like that, right? Somebody needs some space. Someone needs a break from whomever, whatever the situation is. It's becoming too much. Okay. You're not wrong by your intuition about a situation. What's that? Okay. See the Fool in reverse. There is intuitively, you know, or intuitively somebody else know that this is reckless. This is careless. Somebody here, I don't know. Someone could also be trying to upset somebody so they can't work. Maybe, I don't know. Or somebody here knows intuitively that it's time for somebody to not have a fresh start because there needs to be space. Because somebody here is very well. Someone could be quite arrogant, possibly. What's this reflection? See, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know if you're saying something to somebody. If you're telling somebody about, I feel like you are telling somebody about themselves that they're being very reckless. We got two women here and one masculine. You're telling somebody, I know your secret. If this is not your connection, right? You're telling them, hey, you know, you're messing up. You can do whatever you want. It's your life, your relationships, friendships, whatever. But I know what you're doing behind the scenes and why you're acting this way because I already know the truth. Like, you're kind of calling somebody out. If this is not your connection, if this is your connection, you're telling somebody you're not going to treat me the way you treated them because I know how you treated them. I now understand how you've been treating that person. You want to be idolized. You want to be admired and respected without earning that. for nothing, right? Look, the Three of Cups in reverse. You're reflecting on a third-party situationship. Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. We got Aries, Aquarius as well. Could be something at work, possibly. You are seeing something that's confirming, or whether it's your connection or not, that this person, this is a game. Someone's playing games here. They want to be idolized without earning it. They want to be admired without earning it. They want to be respected without earning it. Or you're realizing what's been disrupting the flow of your connection or somebody else's connection. Or you are definitely reflecting on something about whomever this is with, whomever this person is with, whether it's you or somebody else, you know, how they treated that past person. They're doing the same thing again. It's like rinse and repeat, the same cycle. What's ideation about? End of the week. See, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. You're focusing on your money. Or maybe you're advising someone. It could be a feminine energy. It doesn't have to be. Could also maybe masculine, but it could be definitely feminine. You're saying focus on your money. Focus on independence and stability. Don't focus on this person anymore. They are doing X, Y, and Z. Or this is what you're doing because of what you find out, okay? This was like, yeah, see, another person, Queen of Wands. Who are these people? There's 3 queens and 1 masculine. We got a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands here. There's 2 people in between. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, maybe Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Queen of Pentacles reverse. We got Leo, we got Aries, Sagittarius here that are literally getting in the way, or this is 2 people in a relationship. There's multiple people here getting in the way. I don't know. I feel like maybe if there's a third party here, you're taking a step back. Or if you are the third party, you're taking a step back. See, you know you need to with the Wheel of Fortune here in the upright. Because you don't want it to mess with your abundance or path. Or somebody is focusing on this and moving forward. Okay, what's that about? Yeah, the Moon card reverse. Cancer, Pisces. You're not in your power here. Something is going to come out publicly. And I feel like, I don't know if it's about either you're exposing someone and it's not your connection, right? You weren't involved or whatever. Because you understand what this person is doing. Right? And who is involved in this. Right? Or you are directly involved and you're realizing after you take some space here that, yeah, it's a no. It's a no for you, dog. Or it's a no for somebody. What's the flow about? Judgment. Making that decision for things to flow more easily or more fluidly or more effortlessly. Something has to get out of the way. People have these. There's 2 women here have to get out of the way. If you are this Queen of Wands and this is your connection, you're getting the truth about something. Make sure you listen to your intuition, because the Moon card, which is you're no longer distorted about what it is you're actually dealing with or whom you're dealing with. This person may not change, honestly. Yeah, you're making the decision to heal. You're making the decision to heal. Now, for my ladies out there, because it says flow, there could be something you have to go to the doctor about regarding your cycle. It could be pregnancy or something's up. What's that about? Yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse. You don't want to, okay. You want to maybe wait it. I don't know. Make sure you're not waiting too long on something. Okay. Or you're going to, side note, you may be realizing somebody here didn't tell you something about their health. Okay. Yep. You're receiving news about that. Or you have to tell, maybe there's a pregnancy here, maybe. Or something like that. There needs to be healing in a situation though. I don't know. Okay, let me see. What is this about? Show me this King of Wands real quick. What's this person's issue? Let me just look at the people here. Well, they're mad. Offense, madness, and unpleasantness. This person's really, 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 really temperamental. They're very angry. It could very well be a fire. Well, obviously it's King of Wands, Leo energy. Very angry person. They're easily offended because they're looking to be offended. They're gaslighting, basically. Okay, what's this Queen of Swords doing? Okay, we have maintenance. It says amendment, adjustment, and restoration. This person is trying to restore something that they helped break or this could be friends or family member trying to help a situation. Okay. What about this Queen of Pentacles in reverse? What is her situation in the middle of the week? Okay, strategy, planning, prediction, and mind reading. So this Queen of Pentacles here. So this Queen of Swords is trying to tell this King of Wands to restore something, to avoid an absolute collapse of a connection. Now, I don't know where you're at in all this, okay? You can be any one of these people. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse is planning a strategy. They're playing a game. They're playing games here. And you're reflecting on this. Maybe this person was saying that this Queen of Pentacles in reverse was the one playing games, but in reality, it could be this King of Wands who's doing it. Okay, or something like that. Okay. What about this Queen of Wands in the upright at the end of the week? Natural disaster, risk, frustration, and survive. Okay. Well, you're very frustrated here too. Or this person is very frustrated. They're just trying. You might be in survival mode at this point in time because you realize this is like a disaster waiting to happen here. You know, if going with this individual or continue, if you are in the connection, like main person, you realize this person it's a big giant risk that you will be taking continuing this connection. If you are the third party in this connection, same thing applies. It's too much of a risk. Or if you're on the outside looking in, like this, not look, sneak peek, look, watching. We got curiosity, glance, and stalking. I don't know. Make sure, are you hoping that something like that's going on? Or you know, like something isn't. This, whomever this King of Wands is causing a lot of devastation to multiple people. And this is not the first time that they've done this. Yeah, look, loneliness, dullness, disappointment, isolation. I feel like this person doesn't know how bad they're hurting. The King of Wands doesn't know how bad they're hurting. They may not care, but they don't really know the extent of pain that they're actually causing the Queen of Wands. Whether that's you or somebody else here, okay? And this Queen of Swords is trying to tell this person, you need to make adjustments. That could be a family member, friend, or another third party. You need to restore this. You need to make something right. Like, what's your problem? I feel like people are starting to turn on the King of Wands. One moment. Yeah, blessings. Yeah. Fulfillment, well-being, and enlightenment. Okay. So you don't want any more obstacles in your blessings here, or you don't want somebody else to have, if you're just watching this, you don't, or you know about this, you don't want somebody else to have all these obstacles to their blessings because of this person refusing to do the inner work. Why are they refusing to heal? Withdraw, quit, awakening, and rejection. They don't handle rejection very well. You might be rejecting somebody, or this person always feels rejected. Or I don't know, this person, they need to heal. Origin. Yep, they need to heal the family of origins. Initiation, creativity, and vitality. They need to plant better seeds. They need to heal, or they need to maybe withdraw from certain people for a little while to get back to center or grounded. And they need to learn how to take initiation. This person's been coddled, or they can be quite entitled. They've been coddled quite some time. And they have people around them that are not telling them the truth about how they act or how they speak to others. They have a lot of yes people that kiss their ass and blow smoke up their ass and not actually tell them that, hey, because they're benefiting. That's not cool. But this Queen of Swords here is saying, hey, you need to go make amends. You need to make something. You need to make adjustments to your behavior and do some type of restoration because you're fucking up. If you have a car and you don't put gas in it and you're mad because the car is not running, but you didn't put gas in it. If something isn't going the way it's supposed to be going, right? and you're not putting time, effort, energy, consistency, affection, love, or kindness or reciprocity into it, what do you think? Of course somebody's going to be upset. Of course they're going to feel bad. You're not pouring. Somebody here is telling somebody, that could be you. You could be one of these people telling somebody here, what did you expect was going to happen? You were literally laughing at someone or something like that. Hey, what's up, honey? How are you? Something to that effect. Okay, but that's what I got. I hope that helps you. You know, I hate to say this, but whomever this is, they've allowed either family members, friends, third parties, the internet, maybe ideologies of some kind to really kind of like it's almost like brain rot. That's a real thing. If you're on the internet too much, or it's like this is somebody who is being told what they should be doing versus healing. And they're being told about getting really shitty advice. And I feel like whomever this is right here is trying to correct that and say, listen, I know I said this, whatever, but I don't think I told you right. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Okay. But that's what I got, honey. So just be mindful of that. You could be any one of these people, okay? You know your life best. All right, moving on. Let me take this back. So just, I mean, let me see. Anything else, please, for you real quick? Anything else for my Cancer? I got to go. Anything else for Cancer, please? Wisdom, knowledge gained through experience or from a wise counselor. Yeah, you're wait. Yeah, look, it says denial. Someone's in denial. It says failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles or addiction. Someone's in denial. Someone doesn't want to accept wisdom when they hear it because they would much rather live in delulu or in denial of how they are acting, how they are impacting others around them, which has a lasting effect. They think they're being strong, but really they're being stubborn and prideful. And it says determination, perseverance, and self-discovery. They need to work on that. They need to get over this. I don't know. It could be very strong misogyny, actually. Okay, like very, very strong. Okay, something to that effect. I don't like. Okay, but that is what I got, honey. I hope that helps you. All right, moving on. Okay, let's see. All right, what's up, Aries? Hello, honey. How are you? Let's see what you got going on for next week, honey. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. 5, 3, 10. Okay. All right. These are going to be a little bit quicker for the rest of the zodiac because, birthday babies and collective. Let's see. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see, Aries. What you got going on? I have not done Virgo yet. I'm going through the zodiac. I'm on Aries right now. Cancer goes after the collective because they're the honorary birthday baby. What you got? Okay, what you got going on, Aries? Beginning, middle, end of the week. Let's see. Beginning of the week. You have intuition. So your intuition's on point, or it's really heightened right now. Please listen to that. Middle of the week. Okay. We have anxiety. Okay. Now, sometimes we can confuse our intuition with anxiety. Intuition is going to be more calm, subtle, sometimes very loud, but it's not going to you're not going to have anxiety about that, okay? Or somebody has anxiety about someone's intuition, yours or someone else's, or you do. I don't know. Let's see. What's this about? End of the week. Comfort. Okay. What's this about? What's your intuition telling you or telling somebody here? Oh, you're welcome, honey. What's intuition? Show me the intuition. What's the intuition saying beginning of the week for you? Please listen to that. Hierophant. Yeah, you're getting downloads here. You are getting downloads from the divine. Maybe you don't know what to do with it. Sometimes that can be a little alarming, right? At first, right? So the divine is handing you some type of information here. Or someone's intuition here is, okay, we got the Emperor, Aries, that's you. For some of you, you could be proposing or getting proposed to. Your intuition is telling you it's the right time to do so. Or, well, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but that's something like that, okay? Or you have a dream about something, or you're intuiting something about a marriage. Got Taurus, got Aries, Taurus, Leo there. Or maybe you're talking to somebody's father about marriage. I don't know. What's that about real quick? The Tower in verse, Aries, Scorpio. You're trying to avoid something. I don't know. Maybe your intuition is telling you that something ain't right about a situation. You're trying to avoid it, though. Okay. Or maybe you feel like somebody's trying to avoid talking about marriage or pregnancy or getting pregnant or something. Okay. What's the anxiety about? You got like, what's that about? Four of Cups in the Emperor. Yeah, you're holding back something. You're very anxious, or maybe you're worried that somebody here is holding back from you. Okay. Emotions. But you're worried about what it's about, okay? Addictions. Something's obsessive. Someone's holding back from an obsession, an anxious attachment style or something. I mean, no tea, no shade, right? Hey, Becky, thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate you so much. I gotcha. What's that about? Yeah, the King of Cups in the upright. Okay. You could be very anxious about somebody who's very toxic. It could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer strongly here. There's two masculine here. Or I don't know, are you worried? Or be careful. If you're masculine here, you could be careful of who you're talking to about your relationship. I'm not saying you shouldn't talk to people, but they may be filling your head with a lot of anxiety. Or there is somebody who's holding back from you emotionally. You're worried about why. What's the devil about? Knight of Pentacles, the upright. Slow and steady. Okay. Taurus energy. Okay. I don't know. I feel like you want to tell somebody something, or somebody wants to tell you something. What's that? Okay. What's that about? Three of Swords in reverse. Something about needing forgiveness for. So something can be, I don't know, maybe maybe someone's trying to reconcile with you. Or maybe somebody, maybe drunk calling you, texting you, drunk text, drunk call, that's making you very anxious. Okay. What's comfort about? Maybe you're going towards a partner, or maybe this is happening to a partner and for comfort here over the weekend. What's over the weekend? Or maybe you're going to somebody to talk about it. Yeah, Five of Cups in reverse. Somebody's begging you for their forgiveness, or maybe you're doing that. Someone is sorry. The King of Wands. Who are these people? Leo energy. Could be Aries or Sag, but strong Leo. You can't comfort somebody anymore. Or they can't comfort you anymore about something, because it's causing a lot of disruption. Yeah, healing. Somebody needs to heal from something. Someone's going to ask for forgiveness, and if they can heal something. What's the King of Wands? Three of Wands, the upright, Aries. That's your card, okay? Somebody has to tell somebody something that happened while on a work trip or at a distance. Okay. What's this about? I got to go. Show me what's going on. Tell me anything else about the beginning of the week. We got sacrifice, giving up something now for a future reward. So somebody has to give up something now to get a better reward in the future. Okay. Middle of the week, we got ask your angels or guides or whatever. It says seek the divine, your angels, your guides, or your spiritual team. They want to support you. Maybe you're worried that somebody here is going to break up with somebody or you. And we got boundaries. Yeah, well, you're putting boundaries up with somebody because it's becoming too much and too intense. Or someone's doing that with you. It says know when to put up and let down your walls. You can't keep comforting somebody when they keep doing the same shit, or they can't keep comforting you when you do the same shit. Or this is somebody you're talking to while somebody is traveling for work. You can't do that anymore. Or somebody's doing this behind your back. Let's see. What's this about? Yeah, embrace. Look. Find peace with your current state of being. You're telling somebody they have to figure it out themselves. I don't know, whatever this is about, okay? But that is what I got, honey. So be mindful of that. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna write down this, Becky. All right, got you down, Miss Becky. Let's see. All right, moving on to Taurus. What's up, Taurus? How are you, honey? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, Taurus. Timestamp is 10048. Okay. So, Taurus. This is your week, your what you don't see coming for next week, beginning, middle, and end. Okay. If you're watching live, you can obviously get a super chat. Pricing is put at the top. If you would like to get a private reading, emails below, and definitely check out recommended readers. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on for my Tauruses, please. Show me Taurus. Beginning of the week. Beginning of the week. Hello. All right. You have two. We have death, and we have love. So for some of you, there could either you love a Scorpio or there's an ending of a connection. Or that's what you're either you are ending something, someone's ending something for you or with you, or you love a Scorpio. This could be what you're hearing about. You could be, if it's not your connection, you could be hearing about the ending of a connection. Yeah. What about middle of the week? Surrender. Yeah. Okay. You're letting something or somebody go here. Or somebody's doing that. Okay. What about end of the week? Got two. We got rejection and disruption. So either you are getting rejected and there's going to be somebody, you could be rejecting somebody and they're going to crash out. Or you're getting rejected and you're crashing out. Or you're hearing about somebody rejecting another person and that person crashing out. Or you don't want no parts of something because it could be very disruptive. It could be dealing with a Leo with the strength card at the bottom. It could be very disruptive to you or your life, okay? In some form or fashion. Okay. Let's see. I feel you, honey. That laundry's forever going, honey. I promise. Right? That laundry's crazy. I actually got to do a bunch of towels. Let's see. What is this death about? This ending? But it can also bring in a transformation, right? What's this death about? Yep. Moving forward. Six of Swords, Aquarius energy. Yeah, there is moving forward. Or, yeah. You may not know where you're going, or somebody doesn't necessarily know where they're going, but it's got to be anywhere better than wherever this is. Love. What's that about? Someone could say the word love a lot. Like, thank you, love, or something like that. We got the Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, someone is choosing to love themselves and choosing to end something and move forward. No longer being stuck at a crossroads. We got Aquarius and Aries, okay? Now, middle of the week, we have surrender. And see how the circles are kind of together? That's like linking together. There's something about letting go of some type of link. Okay. Well, I don't know what it's okay. Surrendering to or over or something. Oh, thank you so much, honey. I really appreciate that. Look, the hangman. Yeah, okay. You're giving up something or someone. Period. Period. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate you so much. Really helps the channel out a lot. You're letting go of someone or something because you have a different perspective. One more on that. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. They may want to come back, or be careful. Now it could be reversed, whatever. But somebody here may want to come back in with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. But you don't see this person the same way, or they don't see you the same way anymore. Or this is what you're hearing about. Something's changed dramatically, actually. Okay. The rejection here. You could be blocking someone, or if somebody here is blocking someone's calls, or yeah, making that decision. Judgment, Sagittarius, Scorpio. It's like a wake-up call here. Setting yourself free. Rejection. I know it's so cliche, but it truly is protection. whatever the situation is. Okay. Maybe you're helping somebody make that decision. It's going to be quite disruptive. What's the disruption? Justice. Okay. So, or somebody here is somebody is having a hard time accepting a decision either that you're making or someone else is making here. The disruption is some type of legalities. I'm not a lawyer. It's not legal advice. Okay. But it is here. Let's see. What's that Six of Swords about, honey? Yeah, commitment, binding, obstruction, and contract. Someone's leaving that behind. Moving on to calmer waters here. Okay. I feel like it's necessary. Okay. What's Two of Wands reversed? Someone's choosing love. But it's a strategy, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, someone playing games, though. Planning, prediction, and mind reading. This is a strategy. Somebody here might be actually trying to get, let's say that two people are married, right? We have commitment here, right? Say two people married. One partner is really trying to make it so unbearable for the other person to stay in a marriage or commitment with them, and like kind of like giving them no other option but to walk away or something like that. Or somebody here is going to dipset, wait for that, especially if there's been like shared finances or someone's been like a stay-at-home mom or dad, wait till that person leaves and then move back into that house. They've done this before. I think they're going to fucking want to find out because it's not going to go that way. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, what's this hangman about? Yeah, reservation, desire, worth, and extravagance. Somebody needs to hold back from something. Someone needs to see something from a very, very different perspective or let go of this idea that something would have been different. I don't know. Okay, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Look, marionette, dictatorship, domination, and reluctance. Somebody only wants back in so that they can be a puppeteer to another person. That's messed up. Okay, what's judgment about? Be careful with that. Okay, we got fright, and it says depression, phobia, and paranoia. Someone is judging another person like really, really bad. Disrespectful judgments, belittling another person, really, really, really bad. But they're probably, you could be, or if you're hearing about this, the person that's being belittled is probably the most sane person that person's probably ever been around, or something like that. What's this justice? We got Libra here. Someone's also afraid of legal issues. Yes, there's evidence about, someone's afraid of evidence coming out. Detection, investigation, and proof. Yeah. That could disrupt some type of plan or something. There's some type of legalities going on here at the end of the week. One more. Stubbornness, selfishness, mulish attitude, and arrogance. There's massive amounts of evidence that somebody here doesn't want to hear. They think that they can just close their ears and they don't have to listen to the proof that they have either broken the law in a very big way, and they're trying to get somebody else to take the rap for something, or that they, they need to do the right thing, or they need to, what I'm saying, stop playing these games or whatever this is, because it's really not cool. Like, somebody needs to grow the basic. I'm sorry. Someone needs to grow up. Okay. Okay. Or somebody just doesn't want to hear some shit. Okay. But that's what I got, honey. I hope that helps you. Woo. It was a little spicy today. Let's see. All right, moving on. Okay. Let's see. All right. What's up, Gemini? How are you? I hope you're doing well, honey. Let's see what you got going on for next week. Let's see. Okay. Let me take a quick sip real fast. Hold on. Okay. What's up, honey? We do timestamp. Let's see. 10936. All right. So Gemini, this is what you don't see coming for next week, beginning, middle, and end. Okay. Obviously, take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your story, honey, don't try to make it fit. Roles can be reversed. Super chats are currently open if you're watching live. You can also get a private personal reading with me that's not a super chat. That is below. And check out recommended readers, okay? Let's see. Wait, hold on. Okay, let's see. What is going on for my Geminis, please? Beginning, middle, and end of the week. Show me the beginning of the week for my Gemini. Okay. You got balance. Okay. And balance out the heart. Green, I think, is the color for the heart chakra. So balancing out your emotions, balancing out your heart, or making a balanced decision. You or someone else. Okay. What about middle of the week? Bringing something back into balance here. Okay. Okay. You have caution for middle of the week. Side note, I'm not, no judgment, no tea, no shade, not wishing this on you, but if you have trouble with mobility, make sure that you are holding onto like handrails or, you know, safeguards or whatever, or somebody around you could have a problem with mobility. It could fall down potentially. Or somebody could just like, you know, not be paid attention sometimes, you know, that happens, and trip and fall. So just be careful of where you're walking or somebody around you. If that makes any sense. What's this end of the week though? Sweetness. I don't know. Someone's very cautious of another person. Maybe they're very genuine. Maybe you're very genuine, or somebody else is very genuine. But it seems like someone's hesitant. Someone's very cautious to allow another person back in. I feel like for good reason. Something might have been okay. Something might have been done. Or somebody's wondering what you know, or you're wondering what somebody else knows about a situation. Something needs to be brought back into balance, because right now, my goodness, it's not balanced. What is going on, Gemini? Something needs to be balanced out here, or something needs to be made right. Is what I'm hearing. Someone's very cautious, or you are. Okay. If somebody, I don't know, someone might be throwing a red flag for you. If someone's being a little overly sweet to you, like kind of out of the blue, you might be wondering, like, what are they trying to cover up, or what do they feel guilty about? What's balance about? Five of Pentacles in reverse. I want to say Taurus had this. This is a Taurus card. Somebody might need money. Four of Cups in the upright. Somebody wants to come back in to bring balance, but only to hold back their emotions. Again, we got Cancer. We also got Taurus there. So if you let somebody back in, maybe they want to say, well, give me a chance to make something right, or whatever this is, they're still going to hold back. Or someone wants to send a message to another person, you or them, okay? Or somebody you know. What's this caution about? Someone's very sus of the situation. Queen of Pentacles. Someone's very iffy about it. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be this Queen of Pentacles energy. Someone's really iffy about a situation here. Yeah, someone feels like, I don't know, someone could be very worried that you could be very worried that a decision is final. It could be. Possibly. Okay. Someone's making a final decision, or they could be. You could be making a final decision as well. We got Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What's that final decision about? Or somebody warned you about something, or you warned somebody about something, and it's actually taking place now. Queen of Cups in reverse. Someone feels like they made a bad decision. In relationship, could be friendship, family dynamic, romantic relationship. Someone feels like they chose the wrong person for something. Okay. What is this sweetness about end of the week? The Empress reverse. Taurus, Libra, Cancer. This also could be you. I don't know. Be careful of falling down. Okay. Just be careful of that. Okay. Yeah, Four of Swords. Someone needs to get better rest. Someone is not resting well because something is bothering another person or bothering you. Okay, yeah, Hangman and the Death card reverse. Okay. A lot of majors at the end of the week. Okay. We got one in the middle of the week. Okay. So, okay. Someone could feel very, very, this could be like sisters or cousins or just friends. People are, I don't know, someone's worried that people are going to know how they lied on another person. Yep. Or somebody here has been talking to another person, like a family member, telling them what to do in their own relationship, like meddling. And now they went way, somebody here's went way too freaking far, and it's about to end because of it. Somebody wants somebody else to delay the ending. I don't know, but it's unrequited love. Somebody here does not feel loved. Somebody is not feeling loved at all. I don't know. It's like a whole group of people went up against one person and their connection. It's like a whole family went against one person. And that relationship is about to end. So somebody may be coming in and saying, no, don't do that. Why don't you just give it a little bit more time? I don't think what's going to happen. Yeah. No, don't say that. It's not going to end. It's not going to do that. Somebody's not loving to another person at all based on the strong opinions of family or friends or other people. Like at all, like zero. Somebody is not being nice to another person. They're not loving. They're not kind because they listen to other people instead of listen to their heart, basically. Look, self-love is going to be very, very important here. Self-concern, self-healing, independence. Now, if you are, I'm not saying it's you, but if you are, by chance, whomever is the one who's meddling in somebody else's relationship under the guise of friendship, family dynamic, or support or care, you are not being told all the details. It's hard to give unsolicited or unbiased advice based on only one person's perspective. Gift and readiness. Okay. Souvenir, preparation, prompt, and arrangement. Somebody here is ready to receive some type of gift here or give a gift. I don't know. Something doesn't feel right about that. Blessing and loneliness. Okay, go watch. I think it was Cancer. It says fulfillment, well-being, and enlightenment. Dullness, disappointment, and isolation. Be careful of falling. Okay. Just wanted to tell you that. Okay. Someone feels like it's a blessing if they're just left alone by everybody. Whomever's been the target of some shit, they just want to be left alone. It's too late. Whatever this is, I don't know if it's going to be able to be recovered. You know? Someone, I don't know, a group of people or one person really just treated somebody awful. Just awful. Okay, but that's what I got, honey. I hope that helps you. So I feel like someone's going to move forward. I mean, it's just, I mean, if people were trying, I feel like whomever's been trying to do this to another person, like single somebody out here in a whole family dynamic or marriage or meddling or partnership, whatever, friend group even, that person is about to do so because it's too much. It's like a lot of damage has happened here. And somebody here was like, well, I was listening to you guys to do this, that, and the other, whatever this is. And people are like, no, we didn't tell you to do that. We didn't tell you to act like that. But that's the thing about unbiased advice. You don't know if you're giving it or receiving it unless both parties are there and have no emotional attachment, whomever's giving the advice. Feels like there was an agenda here. And people are about to get that. That's true. A little bit. That's true. There are three sides to every story. That's their side, your side, and the truth. That's true. Yep. And it's somewhere in the middle somewhere. Right? But somebody here was getting a lot of bad advice was very biased advice based on only one side of the story the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. All right. Hold on. Let me just fix this real quick and I'm move on to Leo. Just want to give a reset real quick. 1 second. So, I'm not saying people shouldn't get advice or give it. What I mean is, like, you got to consider the source, and even people with the most well-intended people that have the best of intentions may give bad advice, not meaning to, right? And then the person acts on it which they're responsible for, and it doesn't go well. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to be very careful with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Because somebody here is, somebody has not been nice at all. And they're about to lose, honey. Like everything. Okay, but that's what I got. I hope that helps you, honey. So I don't know. You could be a counselor. You could be an advisor. You could be, this could be your partnership, or this is you getting the advice from people who may not like your person, or you are the one who's giving the advice and you may not, to a certain person, you may not like their person. You have to be very mindful that also you could be, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that it's not biased. You know, the best of your ability. You know. All right, what's up? What's up, honey? What's up, Leo? Let's see what you got going on, honey. Let's see what you got going for next week. What you don't see coming. All right. Here we go. All right. 120. Oh, 21, excuse me. All right. So, Leo, excuse me. 1 second. Excuse me. So, Leo, what you don't see coming for next week, beginning, middle, and end of the week. You know the rest. Don't make it fit if it doesn't. Roles can be reversed. It can also be what you're hearing about. If you're watching live and you would like to get a super chat, they are open. Pricing is pinned at the top. If you would like to get a private reading, my email is also below. I have not done your Patreon video yet for the monthlies. I'm working on all that. There's a bit of a delay. I've got all the other ones done except for 5 signs. You're one of them is yours. Okay, so be patient with me. I'm gonna get to it. I promise. All right, let's see. Let's see what you got going on, honey. What's up? Let's see. Show me, Leo. That's true. Yeah, don't take sides. That's right, little bit. Don't take sides before you have all the facts. That's right. That's true. That's very true. Because, you know, sometimes people go to people for advice, for validation, or justification for being awful. You know what I mean? Okay, beginning of the week, we have 2. We have frustration, and peace. Okay. So beginning of the week, there's frustration, or one person is frustrated, the other person is peaceful. But is it fair? Is it balanced peace? Because if one person is frustrated or hurt or upset, and the other person says, I don't want to talk about it, I just want peace, but they're the one who's hurting the other person, that's not mutual peace. That's called avoiding accountability. Avoidance, not peace. There's a difference. Okay? If there has been a frustrating situation, there it could be peaceful, or there's going to be could be dead silence, actually, possibly. What about middle of the week? We got movement. Yep. Someone could be moving. Go watch the collective. There's movement here. Someone's so frustrated. Someone's, I don't know, you or somebody else, or what you're hearing about, someone's done, though, honey. End of the week. Ghost. Go watch the collective, please. We got strength. That is your card at the bottom. Okay. So what's up with this? Okay. Something maybe, okay. What's this frustration about? Or you may be very frustrated with somebody and you just want some type of comfort or peace. You reach out to somebody and you realize they're not talking to you. It could be at a distance maybe. Or someone here is moving. Or you're ghosting someone. Hey, Carrie, what's up, honey? How are you? What is this frustration about? Chariot. You're frustrated as a movement here. Or either you're frustrated at somebody's strategy here or they're frustrated with yours. This is divide and conquer. This is a game. Someone's playing a game. Or you're playing a game. Be careful. Side note. Make sure that you're not being used as a tool or a pawn to harm another person via abuse by proxy or triangulation. Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius there. Just make sure of that, okay? Yeah, look, Queen of Wands reverse. There's vindictiveness here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If somebody is that frustrated with you, or I don't know, you this could be you or this could be somebody else. I don't know. Somebody here is frustrated with another. Someone's frustrated because there's no forward movement in a connection, or you or somebody else is not going towards somebody else at a distance. Somebody is choosing to protect their peace from some bullshit here. You or them. What is this Queen of Wands reverse? The Strength card in the upright, that it could be you. Okay, you're holding back. I don't know. Are you? If you are holding back from another person on purpose to make them frustrated and then say you want peace after you've caused harm, that is manipulation. That can be considered abusive, and it's kind of petty, if that makes any sense. So make sure it's not you who's doing that, right? Like, this is how you look to the world. Behind closed doors, though, you're like this, and you're doing something out of strategy, if this is you, to cause another person frustration and upset. Or somebody could be doing this with you. But I do have Strength card here, and you are in your power here, so it's a power move. It's a power play. But then when it doesn't work out or something like that, you're trying to intentionally, okay, or somebody's trying to cause another person intentional frustration. Look, somebody's saying, you know what, I'm good. Be careful. You or somebody else here is going to tell the other person, this is too toxic. I got to protect my peace. I deserve peace. I deserve to be loved on and happy too. Not just you, Leo or cross-watcher. I'm done. Decent. But here's the thing. There's fast movement here. This person is going to go ghost. Or you are. And there's going to be no contact for probably forever. If that makes any sense. If you or somebody else here is intentionally trying to make the other person upset, hurt, belittle them, whatever, intentionally, right? And then say they want peace after they've hurt that person or you or whomever, right? That is very messed up. That's borderline diabolical. And it's very manipulative. Very, very manipulative. Somebody's about to be done. Yep, like done. What's this movement about? Why is it? What do you mean? What? Trifling? Yeah, I told you. Six of Swords, done. Done. Kind of gives me Eight of Wands, kind of like Sagittarius energy, but also Aquarius here. Someone's done. They just want peace. They just want to move forward. They want to move on from this, or you do. Somebody here wants to move on from somebody who is being petty or belittling or very passive aggressive towards them, to intentionally cause them frustration. So somebody here, be careful what you wish for, Leo or crosswatcher, because you're about to get it. You're about to get exactly what you wanted or think you wanted, or whomever this is about. Okay. Why? Ooh, Seven of Swords. Side note, somebody middle of the week, because of all this has been going on, someone could also be trying to make peace with a main person or something like that, or in a dynamic, and say, let's not be toxic, let's heal, whatever, let's make peace. But there could be somebody else on the outside who's not happy about that, and because maybe they're getting ghosted. I heard again. That could be you. You could be ghosting someone could be ghosting you, or your person's doing that. And guess what? Middle of the week, they're like, I don't think so. I'm going to say something here. And someone's being tattletale or ratted out. Someone's snitching on another person, blowing up someone's spot in order to cause movement. And that really does happen, actually. And the person who got ghosted, well, they're still ghosted. The person who did the whatever is also being left behind. Like that. Okay. What's that ghost about? Four of Pentacles in the upright. So Virgo, Capricorn. We got Aquarius over here. We got Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody realizes that they were holding on to something while they were holding back and holding on to something that they thought was going to be something. They missed the opportunity with the person that they really wanted to be with, or that's why things weren't working out, is because somebody else was holding on to something that wasn't stable, holding on to someone from their past. I heard the girlfriends or boyfriends of Christmas past. And meanwhile, in the meantime, they were not putting in the work, the effort, the intentional, being intentional with the person that they're trying to make peace with. And that's going to be a missed opportunity. Yeah, Queen of Cups in the upright, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius. Someone's going to miss out on the opportunity because it's time's up. Deadline. Anything else, please? Yeah, that could be you. You could be any one of these. We got Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, both in reverse. Communicate, receive, and express the truth. You or them, or both. Someone's been holding back from telling somebody the truth. Acceptance. Accept past and current situations. Work through issues gracefully. All right, middle of the week. We got passions. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. Okay, so someone's taking a leap of faith here. And end of the week. Hello. Okay, we got two. Yeah, see, we got decisions. The need to gain clarity through decision making. We got soulmate. The divine will provide you with love when you are ready. Somebody here is losing two parties. Their soulmate, their actual person, and the third party. Somebody, I don't know. So this could be somebody you know, or that's doing this, because somebody's been stressing somebody out so freaking bad. Cleanse and detoxify from, maybe you're very stressed out. It says cleanse and detoxify from unnecessary commitments, and we got divine timing. Everything happens. Everything has a higher purpose. So time's up. Divine is calling judgment on this. It's too much. Something's too much for somebody, or for two people. Whomever is the one who had third party, they're going to regret it. Whomever is the person who got done wrong, they have to move forward now. There's no more time. Basically, time's up. Like, yeah. Okay. Whatever that's about. Okay, but that's what I got. I hope that helps you, honey. So this could, maybe you're helping somebody with this decision to walk away or to choose a person, whatever, but there is a third party who's going to be pissed, whatever this is about, or, you know, whomever this is regarding. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Moving on to Virgo. What's up, Virgo? Hello, honey. How are you? Let's see what you got going on for next week, honey. Excuse me. Thank you so much, Debbie. I really appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much, honey. Let's see. Virgo. All right, here we go. All right, so Virgo, what do you got going on, honey? Let's see, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3 is what I saw. Okay, so this will be your what you don't see coming for next week. Obviously, you know the drill. Take what resonates, leave the rest, honey. Super chats, if you're watching live, are currently open. Pricing is pinned at the top. Okay. Also check out recommended readers if you want if you want a private reading with me. My email is also below. Okay. All right, let's get into it, honey. Let's see. Show me Virgo. What's going on for you? Beginning, middle, and end of the week next week. Virgo, what's up? You got Mars in your sign right now, so make sure you're not blowing up at people, but make sure that you're taking action. Okay, seize the day, carpe diem, honey. Okay. Okay. What about beginning of the week for Virgo? You got protection. You could be protecting yourself right now. Somebody else could be protecting themselves right now, or there's a need to do so. Protection. Maybe you want to tell somebody something or protect them from something. We got flow, protection. There could be a pregnancy. Side note. Someone could be pregnant. Somebody have flow. Maybe you'll find out about a pregnancy. Are you trying to protect the flow, protect water? Okay, maybe you're an activist. Okay, water is life, by the way. Hello. All right, let's see. We got growth. Yeah, there's a pregnancy here, period. Someone's finding out they're pregnant. You could be finding out you're pregnant, or, yeah. Or find out you got somebody pregnant, or somebody's pregnant here. That could be that too. It could be that too. Or, yeah. It could also be where you're protecting your emotions and is blocking you from growth. The flow of abundance is what I heard too. Yeah, it could be that. Yep. Okay. What is this? What is this protection about on beginning of the week? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That could be you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe Libra here. Okay, so here's the deal. Self-protection, which blocks the flow of reciprocity. It blocks the flow of abundance, love, movement forward. Yeah. Money. What's that about? Yeah, see, drama. Someone's protecting themselves, you or somebody else, from some type of drama, competition, or mind games, or someone's being very competitive with you, or you are. So I feel like somebody, you could just be protecting yourself from any kind of drama. We got Leo as well. Okay, what about the flow? But here's the thing about walls, right? They may protect you from things that are negative coming in, but they also keep good things from coming in and good things from coming out. You see what I'm saying? So walls work two ways, right? They can also block good things from coming in and going out. Yeah. Flow. Three of Swords, healing. Yeah. I'm not saying you shouldn't protect yourself. Boundaries. Cleanse, protect boundaries, right? Walls are barriers, not boundaries. There's a difference. Walls may protect you, but they do isolate you too. Okay. Look, so we got the Three of Swords reverse, and we got the Chariot. We got somebody here who wants forgiveness. You or them. But here's the thing. I don't know. Someone's gonna be having an outpour of emotions in the middle of the week because somebody is rejecting their apology. Because they view this apology, or you do, as completely insincere. For some reason. Oh, nice. That's cool. Why they see, yeah. Somebody's like, there's no change here. There's no change. Scorpio, we got Cancer, Pisces here, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius. So somebody here is saying, somebody has been fighting against the flow of growth, abundance, reciprocity, and change for a hot minute, which also blocks blessings, money, movement forward, understanding, perspective. Perception is each person has a perception of their lived experience. Perspective is seeing it from both sides. So, yeah. There's a rejection of an apology. Someone might be rushing in to give an insincere apology to somebody that's rejecting it. You or somebody else is rejecting insincere because it is insincere. Somebody's only sorry either because something came out, right, and is creating drama, right, or someone's been a part of drama, but they're not really sorry. I don't know. Someone might have been filling somebody's head with some bullshit here, and they're about to lose their ass. Somebody is about to lose their ass. Okay. What's this growth about, real quick? Two of Cups. A relationship is between two people, not two people and everybody's family, their mamas, their cousins, the whole neighborhood, right? For some reason, I feel like there's something about somebody here did this on purpose because they want to be with somebody's person. Side note, the Fool card, fresh start. Somebody wants a fresh start, or somebody who's leaving a relationship, taking a leap of faith and moving forward because there's not been really any change. Eight of Pentacles. Something about traveling for work. Something about a work trip here. Somebody has a connection at a distance, possibly. Or someone saying, I will work on this. I will put more in if you just stick by me. Or you're saying that to somebody. Somebody's like, I don't know. I've heard this song and dance before. Or there's something about money here at the end of the week regarding child support or am I a lawyer or legalities of some kind. Or someone's being questioned about money. Ten of Swords reversed. Something. Or inheritance. Someone's being questioned about where did this money come from? Where did this inheritance come from? Hey, what is it doing? First Lady, thank you so much for your super chat, honey. I really appreciate you so much. Got you down, honey. Okay. It's done. Side note, someone did potentially paid a private investigator to get information. What's this protection? Yeah, passions. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. See, that's the thing. Somebody's been trying to just ride something out. Wait, gotta wait. But that's the thing. I mean, some people say what's meant for you won't pass you by, but it can pass you by. It actually can. And you're not entitled to, from the universe, the Most High, the divine spirit, the fates, the wheel of fortune, to give you another opportunity. You see what I'm saying? Somebody here thought that they will always have another chance. They don't. Yep, they let fear get in the way. Expecting the worst, afraid of failure, wasting time on negative thoughts. But I also feel like some of these thoughts were implanted. Somebody was sowing seeds of doubt in another person. What's growth about? Resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma, because somebody needs to grow. Somebody was projecting their own bullshit, disrespectful judgments, condemnation, disrespect, or belittlement on another person. And saying, oh, this is what so-and-so is doing to me. But really, it was them doing it to that person the entire time. Something might be over. Like, over. If you didn't want a Scorpio, or this involves a Scorpio, once a Scorpio is done, there is no coming back. If it's bad enough for a Scorpio to walk away, like really walk away, like pack their stuff, find another place, go through the whole process of moving, it's done. What's that about? Someone's saying pay attention. Someone's like, you should have paid attention. Or you're saying that to somebody, or your person. Someone's saying that your person or you are. It says, look out for the 4 signs from the divine. Acknowledge red flags. Somebody's like, I'm good. Someone's telling another person, I'm so goody on this. Yeah, it's stressful. Cleanse and detoxify from unnecessary commitments. No. Someone's like, I got to go, honey. Or somebody here was listening to another person. But look, at the bottom, it says apology. It says forgiveness through mutual understanding. But you see, she's crying, and the person they look smug. I'm sorry. Very passive aggressive. That's not a real. That's bullshit. That's an insincere apology to a whole lot of fuck shit. Yeah, that's not gonna work for somebody here. So I don't know if that's you or you're a counselor, or if you are, or somebody here might be, if you're a Christian, someone might be getting saved or baptized, and then they think that completely absolves them of all consequences of how they treated another person. It doesn't. I mean, it may cleanse them spiritually, but they're still healing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But that's what I got, honey. I hope that helps you. Let me just text my son real fast. 1 second, okay? And move on to Libra. Sorry, you guys. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Come on, be on. Okay. All right, let's move on. Actually, let me go and make sure that he's going. My husband's going to pick up my oldest, or our oldest. So give me 1 second, and I'll be right back when we get on to Libra. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to Libra. What's up, honey? Sorry about that, guys. Just had to make sure real quick. Let me write this down. First Lady. Let's see. Okay, where's my heart? All right, Libra, what's up, honey bunny? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Let's see what you don't see coming for next week. Okay. All righty. All right, wait, I didn't count them. Hold on, forgot. 1 second. 15025. Okay. So Libra, honey. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your story, don't make it fit. We'll look at the beginning, middle, and end, okay, of next week. Super chats, if you're watching live, are currently open. You can also get a private personal reading with me. My email is below. And definitely check out recommended readers, okay? What's up, honey? Where is it? Where's my timer? Okay. Let's see. All right, Libra gang, honey bunnies. What's going on? I hope it's good, honey. I hope it's so good. Please let it be good. I want to be good for everybody. Let's see. Okay, creativity. Okay, beginning of the week. So you're creating things. You're having well, you're very intelligent, obviously. But ingenious, I heard ingenious ideas. Okay, you're creating something, or you have like a light bulb moment, epiphanies, or ideas. Write them down. You know, if you're really going to do it, I would get it patented or copyrighted or whatever before you actually, before you go public with it, right? Or something could also be coming to light for you as well. I feel like it's like epiphanies or aha moments or things like that. Okay. Okay. You're working on something. What about middle of the week? I like that. Okay. We got 2 for middle of the week. You have balance and flow. Okay. You're trying to balance out your emotions. I get it. When the Libra scales are not balanced, that's not a good time. That's not a good time for Libra. It's not a good time for anybody else around Libra. No offense. I love you. I don't mean no, hey, Bilqis, what's up, honey? How are you? I mean no disrespect when I say that. Okay? You're trying to balance out the emotions. Maybe you're trying to balance out your workflow. Honey, I get it. It's a lot. Whatever it is you're doing. Work-life balance. If you got kids, fur babies, your work, chores, cooking, errands, it's a lot, right? It is. Okay. Love, okay. Okay. You got frustration at the bottom though. Okay. So I feel like whatever this is that's going on, you're trying your best to not allow it the capability to distract you from disturb your peace, number one. Keep you from creating things, building things, making things, or these ideas you're coming up with, or whatever it is that you're doing. Because I feel like, you're not, look, frustration and happiness. I don't know if someone's frustrated at your happiness, or make sure it's not you doing that, right? But I feel like you're still operating you're all about love, honey. You're Venusian, right? You're all about that love, right? But your scales you're trying to find it. When your scales are not balanced, though. Okay, I love you, but honey, you can really hurt somebody's feelings. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm good. How are you, honey? I don't mean no disrespect when I say that, but I feel like you're trying to operate from a place of love or compassion. Compassion is empathy in action. Now, I'm not saying not everybody deserves your niceness. Let's just be for real. Not everybody deserves your empathy, your sympathy, or your compassion all the time, because people can mess around and find out, right? Right? But I feel like what you're trying to build or create, right? You're not letting anybody disturb that or your peace. Okay. Also, your workflow, work-life balance, whatever. What's the creativity balance? Okay. Look, Page of Cups. Balancing, you're having a great idea. Okay. Maybe a younger kid is giving you ideas. Maybe this is a friend. Your own intuition. You're being creative. You're creating, or this could be, maybe finding pregnant or got someone pregnant, maybe. Cancer, Pisces, maybe there's love here. Maybe you're hanging out with a friend. Maybe a friend needs your help, or I won't say needs your help, but maybe needs some guidance or just some fun time. That's important too. I know we have busy lives, but that's also very important. Yeah, this person may feel stuck. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you're going to go visit somebody and say, you know what, I need to get you out of the house for a little bit. Why don't we go get a coffee or, I don't know, a cookie or something or whatever. They might need that. You're gonna, it's gonna make me cry. Stop, Libra. Don't make me cry. Like literally, you do that, you're gonna watch somebody's face light up like a Christmas tree. They feel not so good. Yeah. They could probably use a friend right now. Or I don't know, somebody go get a cookie or coffee with, or I don't know, a pastry or something. Yeah, they are very overwhelmed and burdened right now. Or thank you so much, Bilqis, for your super chat, honey. I really appreciate you so much. Gotcha. And they don't know what to do. They feel stuck. They feel like they don't know what to do. But you're really, I'm not saying you have to. It's not your responsibility or anything, but I feel like somebody here really needs, you're really going to see somebody light up like a Christmas tree. Yeah. This, or maybe someone's doing this for you, you know? And you light up like a Christmas tree. Okay. Very nice. What is this balance about? Balance and flow for middle of the week. Lovers. Okay. This could be a partner, maybe. Now, lovers can be romantic, but it can also be friendship. Balancing out the emotions here regarding friendships, any form of connection. That's what I'm getting with that. There's something about Gemini as well here. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Okay. Someone feels bad. Oh, you're welcome, honey. No problem. I really appreciate that. Somebody here feels guilty. It doesn't have to be you, but maybe somebody here feels really, really bad for how, I don't know, how they're being treated, how they're being talked to, or something like that. One more. Yeah, they need to have a celebration. They need to get out of their head. Maybe this is you. You could be doing another air sign, Gemini. We got Cancer, maybe Scorpio a little bit, Sagittarius, Aquarius there. Yeah, somebody needs a little TLC, and you are Venusian, honey. I feel like you can't give what you haven't given to yourself, but maybe you need that too. Maybe the both of y'all need that. Maybe y'all are friends or family members, and y'all, you know what I mean? You maybe it's like pouring into as a friend group or something, right? Or something. Yeah, look, 8 of Cups. Somebody might be walking away from somebody. You could be walking away from someone. Someone's walking away from you. Or this is what you're hearing about, and you're going over there and you're cheering somebody up, maybe. Okay. Yeah, someone's confused. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. So an option in love has to be walked away from. Or maybe you're helping somebody make this decision or vice versa. Yeah, there's the extra cup. You got an 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Side note, we got Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio there. We got Pisces, and we got Scorpio, the 6 of Cups. Yeah. There's somebody here. There's a picture that you want to show somebody of what they don't know about. Maybe you find out about what somebody, or somebody finds out this for you. Somebody here is going to find out that the person that they're with has not been honest or true to them. And there's photo evidence for that. Yeah. So either maybe you are sending somebody some type of screenshots here, or you're meeting up with someone and having coffee or a pastry, you kind of cheer them up. I feel like you might know them in some form or fashion. Hey, Nakia, what's up, honey? Look, we got resolving issues. Maybe you're closing out something with someone, maybe. Okay. It says solving inner conflict with others. Maybe you're making amends with another person, possibly too, and healing from past trauma. We got manifestation, law of middle of the week. It says law of attraction, thoughts become things. So maybe you're trying to balance out your thoughts. You don't want to attract that into your life or something like that, but something has to be cleared out first. Maybe you're helping somebody else with this as well. Okay. And leap of faith, you're helping somebody be set free from something that's not been helping them. It's been harming them a lot, actually. Taking a risk, stepping into the beauty of the unknown, or this is you. Maybe you're just counting sheep. You get some good sleep too. After that, you or somebody else here, whomever is being released or helping them make a decision, maybe a balanced flow, a very emotionally balanced decision, they're going to sleep. You or somebody else going to sleep like a baby and just out like a light. Bad relationships, friendships, family dynamics can really drain you to the point where you can't really sleep. Yeah, dedication. Look, stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. You are also helping someone take that leap of faith forward. Or, I don't know, maybe you're a coach or something. Or something like that. What is that about? What's this? Where are we going? Where you going? Who's going where? Okay. But there is a guilty. What's a guilty conscience about? I mean, maybe you were just vibing with somebody, but then you find out they're married or in a relationship or vice versa. And it's like, I don't think so. Okay. It's a lot. Okay. So we have disturbances, obscure, irritation, and supernatural. Something is like drawn to a situation, or maybe you're drawn to things that are supernatural. Look, we got indulgences. See, interaction, joy, and friendliness. You so well, we're just friends. So look, we got stress, headache, pressure, lack of sleep. I'm telling you, somebody has something is bothering someone's spirit, like because of what they know, or it could be a spirit. It says endless. It says harm and inevitable. We got sweet. Yeah, somebody's sleep is being hella disturbed right now. And we got illness. Someone's not feeling well. We got disease, weakness, and fragility as well. I don't know. It could be somebody in spirit trying to help you to help another, or vice versa, or somebody has a guilty conscience and they want to clear it. Someone's under a lot of stress. Someone's having a lot of tension, headaches, maybe. I'm not a doctor. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. Third wheel. Yep. Enemy, distrust, and flirtatiousness. Care, parenthood, patron, and support. I don't know. Someone might be finding out that someone's pregnant, or that somebody got somebody pregnant. Maybe you're helping a friend who's going through this. Or, it could be you doing it, or you have this happening to you and someone's coming to your side. It could also, someone is being haunted by this. Or or maybe you find out someone's married with kids. Or they find out that about you and we gotta let it get, or something like that. But that's what I got, honey. I hope that helps you, okay? Okay. All right. Moving on to Scorpio. What's up, gang? Roll call. Where's my Scorpios at? Where's my stingers? Hello. Where are you guys? Let's see what you got going on, what you don't see coming for next week, Scorpio. What's up, Jen? Hello. Hey, honey. All right, let's see. 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, dry my phone. Y'all gotta be. I just heard that stress can kill. I'm not a doctor. Stress can kill, though. It does all kinds of things to the body. Cortisol levels can wreck your nervous system. Obviously, autoimmune disease, circulation possibly problems, irritable bowel, all kinds of different things, bladder, like, you know, ulcers, stomach ulcers, headaches, stress, possibly heart attacks. I don't know. Something about that. I'm not a doctor, but stress can kill. Be careful of stress levels next week, Scorpio. You got to get grounded. You got to have your peace. Whatever, however, I mean, in a constructive, non-harmful way. I'm not saying ditch everybody and go on a bender or anything like that. No, just you need some space. You need some time. Whatever you need to, like, I don't know. You need some time. Whatever that's about, or somebody does. I do feel like it could be you though, but it could be somebody else. Okay. Okay. Let's see. All right. So Scorpio, let's take a look. Beginning, middle, and end of the week. If you're watching live, super chats are currently open, honey. Pricing's been at the top. Check out recommended readers, and if you want a private reading, my email is below. All right. What's going on, honey? What is it? What's going on? Be careful of getting so upset about something that you might, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but take care of yourself, okay? Like, seriously. What about beginning of the week? What's going on there? Hello? Sweetness. Okay. You could be a very sweet person, or that's what you need. Also, be mindful of sugar. We got faith. Okay. You're being asked to keep the faith. Whatever that is for you, okay? Something could be coming full circle. So the sweetness or kindness or compassion, I know Scorpios are, you know, scary, but whatever sweetness or kindness, random acts of kindness with that nobody probably knows about, that you've given to others, is about to come out. It's about to come back to you full circle. It was not without notice, is what I'm hearing. Okay, not by other, like, humans, but by spirit, by the divine. It was seen. It does count, but something is coming full circle here. You could also be doing like prayer beads or meditation beads, something like that, because you got to stay grounded. Okay, or like, you know, okay. End of the week for Scorpio. Yeah, balance. Yeah. Libra had that, and I think somebody else had that too. Yeah, look, success. Whatever you kept the faith about regarding success, healing, kindness, like, you didn't let the actions or the inactions, hurtful words or lack of words or whatever from other people stop you from keeping, or turn you bitter, right? And keep you from keeping the faith. But we do have to have balance, right? Something's come full circle though. I don't think you know what this is. Okay, what's sweetness? It could be a surprise. Sweetness. Queen of Swords in reverse. Your sweetness is triggering the snot out of another person, or maybe somebody needs your sweetness. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, maybe, but well, I mean, I know we say it sometimes in the spiritual community, your light is literally triggering the unhealed parts of another person. You being kind to somebody, or remaining kind, or loving, or whatever this is literally calling out somebody else's demons. It's triggering the snot out of them. There's a lot of gossip too. Okay. Yeah, look, I'm telling the devil reverse, or thank button friends in reverse, is triggering the snot out of people or a person. Or it could be reverse, right? Because you didn't let the cruelty of others turn you cruel. Although you do have a stinger, honey. I feel like you're doing everything in your power to not light them up. And it's triggering. is triggering somebody or a group of people or something like that. Is this triggering the snot out of somebody here? Or people. What's that about? Why? Also, if you're healing, you may not be telling people, a lot of people, about that. If you're healing from something, be careful of teeth, like sweet tooth, right? Or make sure you watch your sugar levels and stress levels, okay? And sodium content, or how much cream. Something about milk or gluten or something. I'm not a doctor, but you might, I don't know. But you know this, but it's triggering people because you're not buying into it. You're still being nice. You're still trying to be sweet, and it's pissing. For some, look, you're not doing it. The drama, you're not doing it. You're not competing. You're not engaging. You're just going about your life, living your life, doing the best that you can when you can, and keeping the faith, whatever that is for you. Okay. Yeah, look, the King of Pentacles here. Somebody's noticing that. I don't know who this is. This could be you. This could be somebody you know. Something is not open for discussion. I don't know. Maybe you're getting an award for something, or you're getting opportunity for something from a King of Pentacles. It could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it could be any sign because of your faith, or because of your, maybe you believed in this person at some point in time in your life. Maybe y'all don't talk anymore. Maybe you still do, but they are doing something with their life and they want to not reward you, but thank you, I guess, or something. Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse. It's not about a relationship necessarily. It could be about a friendship, right? So, rule of thumb, everybody, people who are good cheerleaders, and I don't mean like rah-rah, like with pom-poms and stuff, like in high school or middle school, whatever. People that authentically, genuinely support you and will cheer you on, also kind of keep you grounded a little bit at times too. They need that type of support sometimes too. And but it feels like for you, Scorpio, you're getting that back in money for some reason, from somebody, something you've done. I don't even. Yeah, some also about some type of forgiveness here. A way is being made, is what I heard. Okay, what's balance? See, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Someone may be trying to throw you off balance, and it's being clocked. Somebody, you've probably already been clocked it, but somebody else is also peeping game on it. I don't know how, but they are. The Lovers, yeah. Gemini energy. One more from the top. Let's see. Nine of Swords. Okay, go watch Libra. Somebody here is clocking something. Somebody has a guilty conscience. That's why there's been an imbalance in a connection, a friendship, whatever. It's being revealed. It's being exposed to bring back balance. Or they could be confession, maybe. Or I feel like somebody is actually exposing it to you and offering you an opportunity to get out of something, some way, somehow, because of your faith, because you prayed, or something. Okay. What is that about? Okay. Look, because they know and can prove about something illegal that was done or an injustice that was done towards you. The scales always have to be balanced. They have not been balanced for quite some time, whether you know about it or not. You're getting evidence of some type of wrongdoing, and it kind of sets you free. And somebody now somebody's going to feel bad at the end of the week, but it's only because they've been found out, or whatever that is for you. The Sun in reverse. They've been trying to hide this for quite some time. Someone's going to feel a lot of shame. They're going to be very guilty, and they're going to be very much in their ego. So try to keep a levelness about yourself. However, you're in a healthy way, obviously. Yeah, look, Queen of Cups in reverse. Like somebody is really, 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 or they're trying to dim your light, or they want you to do that against yourself. We got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We got Leo here. Yeah, Five of Swords in reverse, but they feel defeated because they weren't able to actually do it. Last message. Here we go. Okay. Balance again. Juggling too many things at once. Find time for yourself. Beginning of the week. You taking care of kids if you got them, fur babies if you got them, a house, a business, cooking, errands, vet if you got them, kid, doctor's appointments, all the things like it. You need a minute. You need a minute. Wisdom, wise. I don't know. You help somebody out with something, and they're gonna bless you with something. I don't know. And it says knowledge gained through experience or from a wise counselor that's wise. Or they could be older than you, maybe. Taurus, Libra. We got dedication. See, wisdom and dedication. I don't know. Someone has seen your dedication. The divine's seen your dedication too. Stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. And you do have that here as well, right? Okay, what about end of the week? Okay, I don't know what. Okay, they told me not to pull on what it is. Okay. Success, 3 times. Success. That's the balance. It says, it's your time to shine. Oh, what I tell you? The cards are doing the things. They doing all the things, all of it tonight, okay? Well, usually, but like, they really they talking about what? Okay. It says, it's your time to shine. Success from what you pour your heart into. There it is. Yep. You're getting something. Okay. Whatever that is. Okay. And you do it all, honey. Male or female, whomever you are, you've been doing a lot. Yeah, I feel like you need to take a nap as well. Okay. I gotta go. But I hope that helps you, honey. So whatever that, I mean, that's pretty, I feel like that was probably the best reading of the night, but it does come with a little heartache because you got to let something else go because it's not healthy for you. Mentally, emotionally, maybe even spiritually. If somebody ain't happy about something. Okay. I mean, okay. The divine heard your cries, your ancestors. So if you cry, well, if you've been crying or whatever, and your tears hit the floor or the ground or wherever you're at, it's a libation to your ancestors. I promise you. And let me be very clear, masculine or feminine, but especially feminines, every tear is counted by the divine. Or they're saying it was counted and collected by the divine. Every tear that was shed. Ancestors got them, took them on up to the higher court. Whatever that's about. Okay. So, I mean, I can't, Scorpio, you got pretty good reading tonight. Okay. But, I mean, it does have some things to it, though. But someone has definitely been trying to not outshine you, but trying to make, dim your light. It's literally irritating somebody, shaking them up for some reason. I saw this thing. I can't remember where I saw it. I don't know if I saw it today or if it was over the, earlier in the week or something. I can't remember what it was. I think it was, maybe I was listening to it. It was like a podcast or something. When somebody, it could be a partner, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a bunch of people, are not happy for you or want to see you, people want to see you do well, but just never better than them. Not everybody. There are genuine, authentic people out there who genuinely want to see you do well, but there are some people who don't. That's maybe where the heartache is here, because somebody really doesn't want to see you do well. You may be surprised who it is, or you might be more than one person actually, and that might be where the upset's at. Something like that. Okay, moving on. What's up? So I thought that was pretty decent, honey. I'm gonna say Scorpio finally got a good reading. Hello, probably the better one of the night. Let's see. What's up, Sagittarius, baby? Hello, honey. What's up, my fire ponies? Okay. What you got going on? What you don't see coming for next week, honey? Let's see. I hope it's some good stuff like Scorpio. I was a little surprised there. That's a nice surprise, though. Let's see. 22009. Okay. So Sagittarius, this is your week. What you don't see coming, beginning, middle, and end of the week for next week. Don't make fit if it doesn't. Roles can be reversed, obviously. If you're watching live, super chats are still open. Definitely check out recommended readers. That's below. But also, if you want a private reading, my email is also below. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. What you got going on, honey? I bet it's good. It's gonna be good. What's up, Sagittarius? Show me beginning of the week for Sagittarius. You got strength. Okay. You're very strong. You're like, you could be like a pillar in your community, or you're becoming like a pillar in your community, or you're seeing somebody who's a pillar in your community, whatever that is for you, wherever you're located, whatever you're into, whatever. Strength. Okay. I like that. Okay, middle of the week. We got reflection. For some, this could be you. You got Leo, kind of, right? And we got I guess, water sign, right? So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So something's being reflected back to you. Something about a mirror. Okay. Something's a strong reflection of something. I mean, okay. I heard a side note for some of you. If you know, you know. There's something about initiation, but you got to go deep within first. You got to like go into the cellar before you go into the attic area. Okay, something about deep self-reflection here. Okay, or you are becoming like a pillar in your community. That's great. Okay, or maybe you're looking for a community. Okay. We got ideation. Okay. You could be thinking about how do you want to be perceived? Like, okay, so if it's like a friendship, a family dynamic, a community, do you want to be seen as someone, who or do you want to be idolized or do you want to be respected? They aren't necessarily the same thing. Okay? Do you want to be, also you could be looking at how what does that mean for you? What does that mean for others in your life? I guess we got surrender. You're letting go of something, some type of ideation. And it makes you stronger for that because you're doing some type of deep dive or self-reflection on something. Because what you're seeing, I'm not talking about abuse or abusive situations. I'm not talking about that. Right? Because I don't think anybody wants that. But what's around you is being reflected back to you in some form or fashion. So do you want to be idolized? You want to be on pedestal? Or do you want to be respected? And what does that mean for you or for other people? Maybe you're helping somebody. Hey, Melvina, how are you, honey? What does that mean for you? And what does that mean for other people? What's the strength about? It's kind of like a star, like Aquarius energy. It's chariot in reverse. Okay. Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius energy there. For some of you, you may feel you don't have the strength to move forward with something, or somebody's saying that they don't have the strength to move forward with something. Okay. Yeah. Something about healing or forgiveness. Maybe someone's coming towards you for forgiveness, or you them, or maybe even both, possibly. There's some type of surrendering here, though. What's the reflection about? Ten of Swords. You're reflecting on some form of betrayal, either that you've done or that is happening to you based on whatever. There's an ending here. Okay. Five of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know. I feel like you're going backwards to something because you understand it now. Or somebody that maybe did you wrong at some point in time is now, it got inside the noodles and inside the noggin, right? about, you know, what's being reflected back to you is how you've done others in the past, or what's being reflected back to somebody is how they've done others in the past, or I don't know, something like that. But do you want to be idolized and feel like you're better than everybody? Not saying you're not better than some, right? Okay. There's some real not so nice people out in this world, okay? What I mean is, like, do you want to be respected because you are authentic and true and honest, or do you want to be idolized and be like by yourself or something? I don't know. I don't know. This is a very interesting reading. I feel like you want to offer support. It's very difficult though. It's like the head who wears the crown, whatever. 10 of Wands at Sagittarius here. So there's something too about reality versus what you think or what you expected it to be like or something. Okay. It's like, how do we bridge the gap between what we thought it should be versus what it really is? You see what I'm saying? Okay. There's a lot of overwhelm here. Or maybe this is what you're helping somebody else through, possibly. Yeah, it's taken a long time. It's been a bit of a struggle here. I feel like you're taking a look at your past and how you can make something right from the past. So I don't know if you have to say sorry for something or somebody else has to. Maybe this is what's happening with another person, right? There's some type of forgiveness, some type of an apology that's coming. I'm sorry for how I acted. I was not fair. You were saying that. Someone could be saying that to you. Or maybe there's somebody here who is looking back at y'all's past and how they acted or something like that from the past, right? Something about making amends here. Okay. What maybe you're looking, or somebody here is looking at, was I fair? Am I seeing this correctly? Was I fair? Was I balanced in something? Or did I just want to be admired for nothing? Did I want to be idolized for nothing? I don't know. It feels very, very deep week for you. And I don't mean like, you know, it's all your fault or anything. What I mean is, like, you can't make other people take accountability for themselves, but you can take accountability for you, right? I feel like you're taking like a deep dive inward and saying, what do I want to be reflected back to me? Am I showing up the way I need to show up? You can't control another person, but you can control you, or something like that. And obviously it can be reversed or whatnot, but one more on that. Yeah, Hierophant reverse. Is the divine even hearing my prayers? Have I acted with integrity and honesty here? Have I been fair in this situation? I'm not saying the divine isn't hearing your prayers. You know what I'm saying? Am I causing, by talking to somebody, am I causing disruption in their life or connection? Something like that. Or, you know, there's something about a picture here. Is it actually justified? What I'm doing, is it justified? Truly. Is this person really telling me the truth about? If you're a spiritual practitioner, you might be asking questions. Be like, is this truly justified in something? Or I don't know. Anything else, please? Dedication says, stay dedicated to your goals. Efforts that will reap success. Okay. Just stay dedicated, whatever this is for you. Okay. And we got manifestation says, law of attraction, thoughts become things, right? What are you thinking about? So when now this is a hard one sometimes. I'm a work in progress too. So if we think negative things, we have to honor it. We have to honor the negative feelings, whatever it is, and then release it, right? But if we are focusing on that, right, then that's what we're going to see. We're only going to see the negative. I'm not talking about abusive situations, okay? What am I trying to manifest into my life? Yeah, look, there's a lot of stress here. Whew, Cleanse and detoxify from unnecessary commitments. Like if you need to take a break, honey. Whatever this is, sit down, drink some tea, drink some lemonade, have some water, eat some fruit. Woo, chill out for a second. Yeah, look, stress and realignment shifts your perspective for a gained sense of clarity. I feel like you're gonna do that. Whatever that is for you. And I think because you do that, it says listen to your body, mentally and physically unwind. You're realigning something through your perspective, whatever that is for you. It's knowing your why and doing the right things for the right reasons. And asking yourself, is it just, have I been fair? Have I been fair to others in the past? Well, I mean, we can all be unfair, right? We have to deal with that, right? But I feel like you're really taking like a deep dive in that in some form or fashion. Okay. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, I feel like this is actually a pretty good reading too, because, you know, it's good to self-reflect. Is it fun? Not necessarily. No, it's not. Not all the time. But is it necessary? Yes. And we have to, you know, look at that. That's important, you know? Okay. So that's the question. Like, do you want to be idolized or do you want to be respected? I mean, I guess people can idolize you and respect you too, but I feel like it's more so maybe you already are idolized in some form or fashion, but are you respected? Something to that effect. Okay. So that's what I got. I hope that helps you, honey. Let's see. What's up, Capricorn, honey? What's up, baby? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Let's see what you got going on, what you don't see coming for next week, honey. All right. I need to take a sip of my water or something. Hold on. 1 second. Let's see. 2, 3, 1. Oh, 2. Sorry. 01. What's up, Capricorn? Let's see what you don't see coming for next week, beginning, middle, and end of the week. Obviously, you know the thing. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your story, if you are watching live and would like to get a super chat, pricing is pinned at the top. Don't forget recommended readers, and also check out my Patreon channel. I believe I've done, yes, I think you had a pretty good one, I think. For July on Patreon, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was pretty good. I think so. It's something about, well, honey. So it probably was pretty good. But let's take a look what you got going on next week. What's up, honeys? Okay. Let's see. What's going on for my Capricorns, please? Beginning, middle, and end of the week, please, for next week. Show me Capricorn. Okay, beginning of the week, got passion and intuition. Okay. Well, maybe you're very passionate about intuition. Okay. Or you are very passionate about, like, or your intuition's on fire, honey. Okay. So pay attention to that. We did have a full moon earlier. Well, excuse me, yesterday. No, not yesterday. Thursday. Right? Yeah, Thursday in your sign. So that, yeah, your intuition is on fire right now. What about middle of the week? It could be very, look, you got consciousness. I'm telling you. Your intuition's on point right now. I would listen to that. Things are lining up. Connecting the dots are, you know what I'm saying? Okay. What about end of the week, next week? Okay. You got a really good reading too. Success. Okay, what's going on? Okay. I like it. So your intuition is telling you something. I would listen to that. Trust it. I know it's easier said than done, but it's not wrong. Things are interconnected. Maybe you're getting downloads as well, middle of the week. Okay, maybe keep like a little notepad, like voice memo, or like a notepad, or put it in your phone somewhere, text it to yourself, whatever. But you're getting some type of download here. Maybe it's a really great creative idea that you can maybe profit from or something. What is this passion? Judgment. Okay. You're freeing yourself from judgment of who you are as a person. Well, that's really good. So you're making a passionate decision. Well, make sure that's a balanced one, though. I would say that. Okay. This is also an awareness. I heard a resurrection or an awareness of something. Okay. It's reminding you of something. Okay. Sagittarius, Scorpio. What's the intuition? Yeah. Okay. Well, the devil is in reverse. I know. Poor Capricorn. You are the devil guard, right? You're not in your power in this situation. But you could be surrendering to your intuition as well. Or maybe it's intuitively time to let go of something to make a decision. So you can't, because your intuition is on point here. Okay. Or somebody's intuition is on point. I feel like it could be yours, though. You don't really feel like you're in your power to do anything, but you could have a conversation, whatever that's about. Okay. What is the consciousness about? The King of Pentacles in reverse. Scorpio had this in the upright, though. That could be your card. I'm not saying this is you. We got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio. If you have a guilty conscience about something, or somebody's coming to you telling you about some type of guilty conscience, whether it's greed or jealousy, or maybe it's somebody around you who's coming to you telling you that they've been jealous of you for something. It takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable like that. I'm not saying you got to welcome them with open arms, but I do feel like you may understand something. Be careful with somebody here. I don't know. I feel like someone's waking up. That could be you. Could be somebody around you. Okay. But there's some form of like either jealousy, but be careful of corruption here. Maybe you're made aware of some form of corruption. What's the success about? The Chariot in reverse. Or somebody here is saying, don't go, don't leave. There will be success here. You got to listen to your better judgment, whatever that is for you, right? There can be success here, whether it's relationship, family dynamic, business partnership, something. Okay. Yeah, look, Six of Pentacles and upright. There needs to be reciprocity, though. You could be dealing with Cancer. No tea, no shade. Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, yeah. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. There needs to be equal give and take, or somebody might need money for a car. End of the week. But you're not the bank of Capricorn. Yeah, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Be careful of someone breadcrumbing you or telling you what they think you want to hear to get money from you. Just be mindful of that overall for the week. It could be somebody from your past or that you have fond memories of or feelings for. I feel like you're setting limits, or maybe there's a reconnection between you and somebody else here. Could be a kid, possibly, okay? Or an in-law or something, but more balance, or there will be more balance, equal give and take here, okay? Anything else, please, for my wonderful Capricorns? But if you are on the low vibing end, whatever you want to call it, for Capricorn, though, okay, somebody here is making a decision about you. A final one, actually. If you're on the other end of that, you could be making a final decision too. Maybe you're like, you know what, I need to get out of the situation and maybe not involve myself in something. Side note, okay? We have dedication. Again, stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. That's twice now. But make sure it's balanced, okay? Because you don't want to burn yourself out. You could be very, very drained. Mentally drained, mental overload, or mental labor here or something, okay? Soulmate, the divine will provide you with love when you are ready. Maybe you're not quite ready yet. Just stay dedicated to your work. Also taking care of you, your inner work as well. I feel like it's going to come. Okay. Resolving an issue with somebody from your past. It could be a kid or a sibling or family or something, or a friend maybe. Or it could be a past person. Side note, I know we're Mercury retrograde. That's so cliche, right? But there could be somebody coming back around to make amends with you, or at least get closure or give closure. Solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma. Yep. Be open to change. At the bottom says be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. Nothing, what is it? Nothing grows inside of his comfort zone. I forget who says that, but also too, growth and change happens where denial actually ends. So I feel like that's something that you're coming out of, or somebody is, okay? But that's what I got, honeys. And I hope that helps you, okay? That's not pretty, I mean, that's pretty good. What's going on? The last ones are giving really good readings right now. If y'all been doing the homework, y'all been doing the spiritual homework, the inner homework, okay? Not complaining. I'm not complaining. Let's see. What's up, Aquarius? You get excited over here about that kind of stuff, okay? Let's see. Here we go. All right. All right, Aquarius. Honey. Let's see what you got going on for next week, what you don't see coming, okay? All right. So, obviously, you know the thing, the drill. Don't make it fit if it doesn't. If you're watching live, super chats are currently open. Pricing is pinned at the top, okay? Also, check out recommended readers and check out my Patreon channel as well. I have done yours as well for the monthlies, okay? So check that out over there. Ooh, I did a good shuffle. Hold on. That was not a very good one. Hold on. Before I start your timer. Okay. Here we go. What's up, baby? Here we go. What is going on for my wonderful Aquarians? Show me beginning, middle, and end of. Ooh. Okay. I don't know who thought this or said this, but I heard it better be good. The cards are the cards, okay? I got protection for beginning of the week. I have reflection. And I have creativity. Okay. So there's something, someone's trying to protect their self-image from something coming to light. Or you need to cover your mirrors. I don't know. Okay. What is the middle of the week? Space. Somebody needs space. Be mindful too. Someone could be reflecting back to you what they think you want to see, hear, or know. You or somebody else here could be taking some space between each other for a little bit. Maybe taking a time out for a minute. Okay. Okay. We have passion at the end of the week. Okay. But there could be, okay. We got a lot of energy here. There's a lot of energy around whatever you or whatever the situation is for you, Aquarius, next week. Someone's trying to, I heard, do damage control on something, or an image, an idea, the reputation, or something. I don't know. Okay. If you are protecting something, like something you've created, make sure you get a patent or something like that, okay? Well, wait, hold on. This card does not belong in here. Hold on, what is it? Yeah, listen to your intuition here, whatever that's about. That's not, doesn't belong there, okay? Show me, what's this protection about? 7 of Wands reverse. Why are you, okay? Leo energy. Maybe you're telling somebody to really think about something in a creative way and protect themselves. They may not be doing that. You may not be doing that. Or something about, someone's very defensive here. Yeah, we got 2 of Swords coming out sideways in the upright, though. There's something it's coming out sideways. So there's something, I don't know. Someone might be having a change of heart or a change of mind. It could be you, it could be somebody else. Okay, we got Leo, we got Gemini, Libra. Something could be blocked, so somebody can't see something. Yeah, 3 of Wands. Something, because this could be traveling for work. If somebody in your life is traveling for work beginning of the week, they're going to block you where they can't get your calls or something. Okay, they're going to say, I just need space. But the reason why they need space is because of something passionate. Or this is you. What's space about? There's something about foresight here. Something that was either predicted or you predicted is about to transpire here. Okay, what's space about? 6 of Wands. Okay. I don't know. Leo energy here. Someone might be trying to take space because they don't want something to come out publicly. Or there's something about space backing away from public image. Okay. There's a victory here. Or while there's space being taken, you could be going live. I don't know. You could be a tarot reader. You could do something online. You could have a podcast. I don't know. But you are seeing, or I don't know. Something, while somebody's taking space, something is seen publicly while somebody's taking space. Okay. What's passion about? Something about the past. Passion about children, passionate love, or maybe you miss somebody or someone misses you. Okay. But there's something, okay. So, okay. This is, okay. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. What? There could have been some type of abuse from the past that needs to be healed from. Okay, we got passion. You can read into it. I don't really want to say it. I don't want to upset anybody, but there's some type of abuse from the past that needs to be healed. Or somebody, yeah, that's creating a lot of tension, disruption, and chaos because it hasn't been healed yet. Maybe you're taking space from somebody who needs to work on their attention-seeking patterns because of their abuse from their past. No tea, no shade. Right? Or you find out that somebody here is sleeping with somebody from their past. Or vice versa. Yeah, there's something about protection here. Page of Wands in the reverse. And Ten of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so there's some form of betrayal here. There could be betrayal trauma as well. Okay, trigger warning. Somebody needs to heal from that. So I've been on both sides of the coin of being betrayed. The betrayed and the betrayer. Both parties, even the betrayed partner, at some point does need to heal too. Why? If the betrayer, right, if the person who's betrayed you or whomever is doing the work, they're giving transparency, they are where they say that they are, and you still want to be with them, they want to be with you, and they are connecting with you and all that stuff, and they're not hiding shit from you, right? And you're still, because you can get stuck in the stages of grief. You can get stuck in any one of them, and there's no time limit to healing. That is true, but we also have to heal. It's not fair, I know, don't come for me, for the person who's done the betraying, who's actually doing the work and healing, and they're not doing it anymore. They understand their triggers. They're not going to put themselves in that situation, yada yada yada. They're doing all the things, and you're not healing. It's not fair to them. Yes, they messed up big time, right? Period. Right? Or crosswatcher, whomever, right? But if they're doing the work and they're healing the parts of them that seeks outside validation or pleasure seeking, right? Attention seeking, pleasure seeking, and to fill a void because they don't feel good about themselves, because people who cheat have self-worth issues and self-respect issues and respect issues in general. It's usually stemming from something, right? But if they're doing all the work and they're doing it and they're, you know what I mean? And you are not, I'm talking about if it's just happened, that's different. I'm talking about it's been going on for years or months, right? And the person who's been betrayed is refusing to heal. That person doesn't have to stay with you or whomever, right? They don't have to. Or if somebody here is refusing to heal from their past childhood trauma that was not their fault, but it is their responsibility as an adult. Nobody is obligated to stay with somebody who refuses to do the inner work, point blank, period. Okay? Yeah, see, 9 of Cups. So there's some form of like attention seeking here. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Anything else for my Aquarius? We got be open to change. Says be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. Okay. Middle of the week. We have denial. Yeah. It says failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles, or addiction. So there's something about attention seeking. Not like if you're online. We could be, but you know, not necessarily that. But there's something about someone seeks a lot of attention online or from other people online, like in the DMs or something. And we got a new opportunity, insights gained from a new experienced job or partner. So someone may be moving on, or you're moving on, and okay, or is letting go of somebody because you can't forgive them, or vice versa. And so that people can move on and heal and get on with their life, right? Or something like that. But listen to your intuition, please, about this entire situation. Betrayal trauma is real, and it's very intense. It's very intense. It can be very hyper vigilant. It's not fun. It is not fun at all. I don't recommend. But there can be healing, right? But each person, you Aquarius, cross watcher, or maybe you're art counselor or something like that, each person is responsible for their own healing, though, right? If the person who's done the betraying is still defensive, argumentative, making justifications or excuses, or downplaying it, or invalidating or minimizing the significance of the impact for the person who's been harmed or betrayed, they're not healing and they are not sorry. So when you forgive somebody, they're supposed to be worthy of that forgiveness too. Not just, oh, forget it and they can do whatever they want. No. They have to prove that they're worthy of that. It's basically sacrifice, because a person forgiving somebody and choosing to stay with them, they are taking on the consequences that the person who did the betraying is supposed to actually take, like deal with, right? It's not fair. It's very selfish for the person who's done the betraying to expect the other person to just get over it without them doing any work. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And that shows a person who's not safe, not planning on being safe, and not healing, and therefore not worthy of worthy of that forgiveness or something like that. Okay? So just be mindful of that, okay? I don't know who that was for, but okay. If that makes any sense. All right. 1 second. I need to set Pisces. 1 second. But the betrayed partner doesn't need to like grind it in for all eternity. Now, will there be, once you get to a certain level or of healing or a certain stage of healing, wherever that is, you know, will there be some triggers? The date that it happened, maybe you can't go to that restaurant anymore. Maybe that person, whomever did the betraying, needs to not work at that place anymore if it was a workplace thing. I don't know. You know, you see what I'm saying? Hey, JC, what's up, honey? How are you, honey? I think it's been a minute since I've seen you. If you are the same JC, there could be multiples. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so the person who's done the betraying also has to understand that too. No, you did not, honey. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, to ignore that, to minimize that, to not remember that, that shows a lack of self-awareness and really, honestly, accountability. Oh, it is you. Okay. I wasn't sure. Okay, but it's good to see you. I miss you. So there that needs to take place too for whomever that is for. Is it possible? Sure. Is it difficult? Oh my gosh, honey. It's very hard. It's very hard. Okay. Okay. All right, Pisces. What's up, honey? Let's get into it. I hope that helps you, though, Aquarius. Okay. All right, Pisces. Let's see what you don't see coming for next week, honey. Let's get into it. All right. So take what resonates, obviously, leave the rest. If you want to get a super chat, they're open a little bit longer. Pricing's been at the top. Also, check out recommended readers. Also, check out my Patreon channel too. Pisces, I believe I have done your monthly over there on Patreon already. I still got 5 more to go. It's a lot. So not complaining though. I get to do it. I love what I do. But go check that out. And if you want a private read, emails below. I think I said that. All right, let's get into it, honey. All right, let's go. What's up, Pisces? I hope it's gonna be good, right? It's gonna be good. Let's see. Let's go. Yes, thank you so much, my wonderful. What might be good? My wonderful, amazing moderators. Happiness, okay. And begin surrender. Let it go, let it flow. That's what I heard. Let it go, let it flow to the best of your ability. I'm not telling you to bypass yourself. Don't do that. Because it's just going to fester and it's just going to come up and it's just going to be not so fun and it's going to be worse. Right? I feel like you're trying to let some things go in your life. You're surrendering to more happiness within yourself. Right? Making so everybody, yes, can in relationships, friendship dynamics, and maybe family dynamics as well, can people contribute to our happiness? Yes. Can they deduct, subtract from our happiness? Sure, if we allow them. But ultimately, everybody's responsible for their own happiness, point blank, period. But let's not be childish about it. People can hurt our feelings, whether they mean to or not. Intention does not override impact. Never. Let's be for real about that, okay? I hate when people think that, oh, I didn't mean to, but then they keep doing the same shit. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Let's see. I feel like you're surrendering to more happiness here. Okay, 2 more. We got middle of the week. You got hunger and frustration. What? Well, for some of you, you could be hangry middle of the week. Maybe you're trying to give up something like sugar, maybe, or I would just be mindful. If you're giving up something like sugar and caffeine, you're gonna have one hell of a freaking headache. I would do one and then the other. Just put it out there. I tried that for Lent one year, and I gave up sugar, carbs, caffeine, and meat. I was not happy I was not a happy person. So I don't recommend doing all that at one time, but there's something about that. For some of you, you could feel emptied or numb, and you're very frustrated by that. Okay. End of the week. I don't know what that's about. Okay. You got consciousness, so lining things up here, connecting the dots here. Maybe you're getting downloads too. Oh, you want sugar, honey. Sweetness. You keep thinking about sugar. Or maybe you're thinking about how sweet something could be, or how the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or maybe it could have been. I don't know. I don't know if you're happy that something's being surrendered. Okay, well, 222 could be very, because I got 2 cards each time. So something about making a decision or a choice here. Just be careful being hangry and not taking that out on people. Make sure you got like a little, whatever your dietary needs are, okay? Because you might be actually very hangry. And it's not funny necessarily because, honey, your sugar drops and you freaking can feel that. And it's not fun. What is it about that 7 of Wands? Like, you're protecting your peace here, or standing on business about your own happiness, or protecting your own happiness and peace. In order to do so, you got to let something go, or let some type of defensiveness go. But I feel like you're standing on business about your happiness, though, okay? Or somebody is. Thank you so much, JC, for your super chat, honey. I really appreciate you. That's right. Happy birthday to all the Cancers. What's this surrender about? Yeah, opening up. Okay. So maybe, okay. So somebody's been very, very, very defensive lately, okay? And I don't know if they're happy to be defensive or you are. Something like that. Or you're happy that somebody else is being very defensive. Be careful with that if that's the case, okay? Because that can not be something, okay? Or somebody, this could be you or somebody else, but somebody here is surrendering and opening up about something or telling somebody the truth. Or this is you, maybe, okay? Maybe somebody's happy to stand their ground here, but are they right though? Or are you right about something? Because we can everybody's perspective, I guess, in some form or fashion can be right, at least to them, but doesn't make how they act in their self-righteousness right, if that makes sense, okay? Look, see, we got the Justice card, the Nine of Swords, so there is some type of guilty conscience here. Someone has to make a decision, and not out of guilt or guilt tripping or guilty conscience here, right? I don't know. I mean, you could be hungry for justice here, or someone's hungry for justice. If there's a level of anxiety, sleepless nights, guilty conscience, frustration, there's a choice here. Someone feels guilty for making a choice. Or you do? Yeah, making a choice to open up and communicate about something. What are we communicating about? Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, some form of instability or opening up about talking to a married person. No tea, no shade. Or you, we got Aries, Leo here. Someone may feel like they need to tell you something, Pisces. So someone's making, because they can't take the guilty conscience anymore. They can't take the guilt. They can't take the defensiveness anymore. They can't take, they just can't. Somebody wants to think nice things. They don't want to feel like when a person's cheating or lying, they will look, I mean, literally, they'll look for any justification for their wrongdoings. A flaw, a hiccup in communication, anything, or whatever, to say, I'm right in doing somebody wrong, or something like that. But there's something about changing the way you think, or somebody's changing the way that they think. Yeah, dropping the burdens. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much of overwhelm here. Dropping the burden here, letting go, having better thoughts without bypassing, obviously, right? For obvious reasons. See, yeah, Five of Swords in the reverse. So this is like accepting some type of defeat here. And King of Wands in reverse. Okay, you didn't lose anything. That's what I want to tell you. You didn't lose anything. I promise you. King of Wands in reverse? Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Communication. You didn't lose anything. You're about to see that. If you don't see it already, you'll see it next week. You're not losing anything that was worth having anyways. Or this is what somebody's opening up and confessing to you about somebody else. Or maybe you're telling somebody something. I don't know. But you know your life, but you didn't lose anything that was worth really having to begin with. Or something to that effect. Hey, K-Space, what's up, honey? How are you? That is so cool. K-Space, that's so cool. I have to check you out, honey. I'll take a screenshot so I can definitely go and check that out. That's so cool. Y'all make sure to subscribe to Nakia Tarot's channel too, as well, and K-Space if you guys want to. Resolving an issue, and it says solving inner conflicts with others and healing past trauma. Okay, maybe you're looking at why you've been so defensive or somebody else's. Okay. Self-limiting beliefs. Look, negative thoughts are creating a roadblock in your life. Hello, I just said it. I know. I'm telling you, the cards be carding. They're doing the things tonight. Okay. Look, so you have to let something go. Sacrifice. It's not good for you. Giving up something now for a future reward. Is it healthy? Is it fair? Is it just? Whatever that is. your membership. I'll have to check it later, but I'll definitely check it. Let's see what sacrifice about. Spread your wings. Confidence that leads to freedom and growth. You see? Whatever that is for you. Okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate the reading. I feel like it's either you are letting something go because you know your worth, or someone's letting you go because they know theirs. Or both. It can even be both. Right? This is going to open up a world for healing. Okay? That's, I feel like, kind of necessary because something's been really, the truth about an addiction, a truth about an obsession, maybe, or something that's been very toxic, or someone is very toxic, like, and like mean. Someone's being mean to a main person somewhere. Bingo bango, honey. Right behind the devil card. Okay. Well, that's what I got, sweetheart. I really hope that helps you, though. You know, whatever this is that you're doing, be kind to yourself. Love on yourself, too. And be kind to others where it applies. Okay? That's, I mean, that's, you know what I mean? Whatever the lesson is, you're learning it. Someone else is learning it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That makes sense, right? So, you can do this. I wouldn't say have an expectation. That's what I heard. Okay. All right. Let me get the money messages for next week for everybody real quick. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, okay. 1 second, y'all. All right. That's ready. All right. Money messages. Oh, no. Yeah. Money messages. Sorry. Hello. Let's see. 30643. All right. Let's see. Spirit, can you give me a money message for the collective, and then Cancer and the rest of the zodiac sign for next week overall? This is not financial advisement, obviously, but let's just see what comes out for your money. What's going on with the monies next week? The money honeys for collective, Cancer, and all 12 zodiac signs, please, from Aries to Pisces as well. So, thank you, Spirit and the Divine. All right, so collective, you have training. You could be training people for a certain position, or you're starting a new job and you're going to training for that, or maybe you're going to school to get a new position of some kind. Okay, or maybe you're a coach. Okay, very nice. Or maybe you're going to like a seminar. That's kind of cool. Okay, what about Cancer? You have background checks. So either you're doing background checks for a job, or someone's doing background checks. Maybe you're like an employer and you're doing background checks on somebody for a job, or they have to run background checks for a certain position. Okay. Someone's doing background checks next week. But I don't know, someone could be, maybe that's somebody's job. Maybe you're a detective or something like that, but someone's running background checks here. Okay. What about Aries? Okay, you got growth. Okay, either there's a pregnancy here, or there's a savings plan, or a savings, like a Gerber baby, or no, not a paper motion or something like that, because you're growing as a family, or there's new growth in your finances next week. It's a little bit, but it is growth. It's momentum in the right direction. Baby steps, right? Rome was never built in a day. All right, let's see. Taurus, you have, we can sell men and women, I guess, clothing up to 70% off. So maybe you're getting a really good sale, or you're working in retail, or opening a boutique of some kind. If you own your own boutique or online store, you're running a big sale. I do see that it may be very profitable for you if you're doing that. If you are shopping next week, make sure you get things at a good deal. Okay. Gemini, you have performance evaluation. So you could be going before a board, or like, I don't know, HR or something, or a boss for a performance evaluation. I think that's normal, right? Or maybe you're doing that. Maybe somebody works for you, or you work for a company. You're doing a performance evaluation or getting one next week. Okay. Leo, you have job offer. Either you're getting a job offer, like a new position or a job offer, or you're offering a job to someone. Okay. Let's see. Virgo, you have debt paid. Virgo, you're paying off debts next week. I love that. Very nice. Keep that. I like that. All right, Libra, you have, be careful of overspending next week, over shopping. I think you were going out with somebody or like hanging out with someone. Make sure y'all don't overspend anything, okay, next week. But I feel like you have a good time, okay? But be careful with that. Scorpio, you have internship. So you're getting a position, an internship. I want to say it's going to be paid, but I heard the second half. If you're getting an internship, you're getting paid the second half. So you might have to have like a little side job or a part-time job or something like that until it becomes an actual job. You know, you're being trained or you're training others or something like that. Okay. Or maybe you're getting you're going for another position. It starts off as internship or what's it called? Entry level or something. Okay. I feel like you're going to get it though. Sagittarius, you got insurance. You might need to look at insurance next week. Or you work in insurance. Something like that. Be careful of any accidents too. Not to scare anybody, but be careful of that, okay? All right, Capricorn, you have vacation, honey. I think that would probably be about right. You need a vacation. Even if it's a staycation, but you need to chill out for just a little bit. Because you can't show up as your best self at work if you are exhausted, honey. Take a little vacay, okay? Or a daycation if you can. All right, see, Aquarius, you got dressed to impress. Maybe you're going for a new position, a new job, a promotion, a bonus, or something. Or maybe you're looking for funding for a project or something like that. Dressed to impress, honey. Whether it's a suit or a dress suit, whatever it is, right? For whatever, right? Dressed to impress. Okay, Aquarius. All right, see, Pisces, you got deadlines. So you got deadlines you're going to have to meet next week. You're almost out of time to meet them, but you got a little bit of time left. So you might be trying to burn the midnight oil or, a lot next week to meet some type of deadline. Okay, whatever that is for you. Or be mindful, maybe you want to check back up on those deadlines as well. Pisces. Okay, let's see. I hope that helps you. Let's see. Zodiac signs y'all could be dealing with or in some form or fashion. Don't get hung up on the signs though. Let's see. It could be involved in your situation next week. Or it could be in your chart as well. 1 second. Good shuffle. All right, let's see. All right. What about the collective? Who could the collective be dealing with regarding this reading? The reading. Okay, we got Pisces could be involved in that. Okay. What about Cancer? Cancer, you got Aquarius. Okay. Aries, what about you, boo? Aries, you got yourself Aries or another Aries, or you have Taurus. Okay. Taurus, what about you? Next week. Leo could be very important for you next week. Okay. Gemini. Okay. We have Libra. Okay. What about Leo, honey? Gemini. Okay. What about you, Virgo? Virgo, you have Capricorn. Okay. Let's see, Libra. You have Leo. Okay. Scorpio, you have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have Aries. Okay. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, you have Taurus. Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius, you have two Aquarius. You have Virgo and Capricorn. Okay. Pisces. What about you, Pisces? Hello. Okay. Was it Pisces? Yeah. Leo. Okay. All right. 1 second. Let me take this down. We'll do guidance and then we'll do the super chats. All right. Let me see. 1 second. Okay. Super chats are now officially closed, you guys. Okay. Guidance. Okay. Here we go. All right. 3/14/28. Okay. All right, Spirit, give me guidance, please, for the collective, Cancer, and all 12 zodiac signs, please, or the rest of the zodiac signs, please, for the guidance that they may most need, or for next week, please. Guidance, please, for the collective, Cancer, and the rest of the zodiac, please. All right, thank you, Spirit and the Divine. Here we go, honey, baby. Collective, your guidance is nostalgia. Focus on the here and now, collective. Okay. Cancer, you got library. Take control of your own narrative. Okay. What do you believe? Or is somebody pulling your strings, or vice versa? So take control of your own narrative. Okay. Let's see. Aries, you got shark. Swim away from this situation. Okay, it's not a very good one. That's not a very good card. Okay. All right. Let's see. Taurus, you have feather. Think first before you judge. Okay. Gemini, you got witch. Justice is coming. Okay. Leo, you have mural. Be your own first priority. Leo. Okay. Virgo, you got red. Forgive. Okay. Libra, you got lioness. You've earned all your stripes, Libra. Okay. Scorpio, you got gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Okay. Sagittarius, you got mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. Sagittarius. Okay. Capricorn, you got sword. Make the change. Capricorn. Okay. Aquarius, you got tree. Aquarius, let them go. Okay. Pisces, you got villain. You can always rewrite the story. We're also all a villain in somebody else's story, right? But take back control of your narrative, Pisces. Okay, that's what I got. All right, here we go. Super chats. Bye. I'm gonna use this one, and let me get a deck for guidance. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I guess I use this one this time. Okay. All right, let me just check real quick. Anybody else? Let's see. I don't want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Hold on one second, y'all. A little bit. You are in the Patreon now, so thank you for joining. I really appreciate that so much. Let's see. Let me just hold on one second. Okay, I got that. Anybody else? No problem, honey. Wait, what is that doing that for? I don't think we're good. Okay. All right. So, okay. Let me get shuffle. Okay. Give me the answers to the super chat questions as they are in order, please, Spirit. Give me answers to the hey Mojo, what's up, honey? The super chat questions in order as they are written, please, Spirit. Okay. Ooh. Let me get one more. Okay. Thank you, Spirit and the Divine. Here we go, honey. Let's do it. All right. First up is Miss North. Let me go to the questions. Hold on. There we go. Okay, Miss Northeast, you're first up. You got 6 cards. 19. Okay, and your question is, what messages or guidance is there from my guides and ancestors I need to know when it comes to love? Okay, so ancestors and guides of Miss Northi. What guidance or information does she need regarding love at this time? First three is the answer. Second three is the clarification. Two of Cups. Okay. What's the obstacle to that? Justice in reverse. Okay. Potential outcome is the Four of Wands, but there's a lot of people here. So what hold on, Two of Cups, the World in the upright. There could be a relation that's coming to a completion because something isn't justified, or there's been an injustice. There's some type of karma in this connection here. I feel like there's a lot of other people involved, or this has been going on for quite some time, and as a lot of other people have been involved in something. What's it? Justice? Yeah, Hierophant reverse. It's not justified. Whatever the obstacle here is that somebody here is not being honest or truthful about a marriage or any level of commitment here. Four of Wands. Chariot reverse. Yeah. Or someone hasn't been fully honest about their comings and goings in a relationship in some form or fashion. The obstacle, though, Justice reverse with a Hierophant reverse. It's a lesson, not a, I mean, I guess you can at some point look at a lesson as a blessing because you learned it, right? But this is not like a real blessing. Like somebody is not being honest about really, if they're married, getting a divorce. No tea, no shade, right? There's a lot of other people involved. Something about a party here, or someone has no intentions of leaving a home or marriage. Something like that, okay? So this may be wrapping itself up. Or you may be wrapping this up with somebody because they're not being honest with you. Something like that, okay? But that's what they want you to know, okay? I hope that helps you, honey. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. A little bit. Okay, you got 3 cards. Your question is, are there any messages for me this week? Okay, this upcoming week. So beginning, middle, and end. Anything that Little Bit needs to know, beginning, middle, and end of the week. We have the Page of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, so you might be receiving an offer, a new opportunity, a new job, or some type of communication of finances. Okay, something about a Virgo too, or some type of investment here may be coming through towards you beginning part of the week. It may not be a whole lot, but it is something. Okay, middle of the week we have the Seven of Wands in the upright. So there's something about having to defend oneself or stand on business regarding finances or regarding an opportunity. Be careful of being overly defensive too. Firm boundaries are important. Or I don't know, something about firm boundaries here may be an issue with somebody here. Or you may have to defend yourself on something. Or someone around you is very defensive with you. End of the week, we got the Hermit card in reverse, coming out of isolation. Something, I don't know, somebody's going to say something that's going to make you feel like you have to defend yourself. It could be regarding finances in some form or fashion. Side note, there is, whether it's you or somebody else, but something about having to do some type of self-reflection here. This is coming out of isolation, but it can also talk about not healing. Make sure you're doing the inner work. You can't make anybody else do the inner work, right? You have to do that, right? And they have to do theirs. But there's something about somebody wants to come back into the fold of something, but they haven't actually done the inner work. Someone is standing on business, or this is you. Just because somebody says they're sorry doesn't mean they actually are, and if they haven't taken action to actually heal, if that makes any sense, okay? But I do see money coming in, but you might have to defend yourself in something. Something regarding healing too that needs to take place, okay? And I hope that helps you, honey. And also, happy birthday again. All right, let's see. Yellow butterfly. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Am I doing the right thing? I can't tell you if you are or aren't. That will be up to you. But let's see. Whatever yellow butterfly is talking about regarding doing the right thing, and the upright is yes, and the reverse is no. Best 2 out of 3. We got the 7 of Swords in the upright. We have the 2 of Swords in reverse. I don't know. Are you exposing some type of infidelity or stealing or cheating? And you got the 6 of Wands. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to say yes. It does lead to some type of victory. The truth always comes to light no matter what. The truth always comes to light no matter what. If this is something you're exposing, I would say yes. If this is something you're doing, I would say be mindful of that. Something's going to be seen publicly about that. Side note, if you are dealing with somebody who's doing this to you and you're not sure what to do, your first inclination will be a yes. Or about, yeah. Something about exposing some type of thievery or infidelity or someone trying to sneak around and get away with something. If you're exposing that, I would say yeah. If you're a part of that, it's going to come to light. If you're okay with it coming to light, that's on you. Okay? No tea, no shade. Okay? I hope that helps you and I love you. Take care of yourself, okay? Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Genelle Maddox. First question. And your question, first one is what? Does Spirit have any messages regarding your job? Okay, anything, 3 cards, anything going on with Miss Genelle Maddox's job? You have the Ace of Wands in reverse. There's not a rejection or going down a different path. The obstacle here is 4 of Pentacles and upright. A company may not have enough money to pay for something. There's the delays, a lot of delays. And then the Devil in reverse. Okay. I don't feel like it has to do with greed. I don't know if the company, I don't feel the company going under. But there's something about healing a toxic work environment. Side note. Okay. This is, I don't know about the wrong path here, or our company's going down the wrong path here. The obstacle here is holding back or holding on too tightly to something. It's something about a toxic work environment. I don't know if it has high turnover rate, but it might, okay? Or they're going with a different candidate, whatever that means for you, okay? Let's see. Your second question, honey. Or no, was it Miss Debbie? Let me see. Oh no, Genelle. Sorry. Let me do your timestamp. Sorry about that. Okay. Genelle Maddox. Second question. It says, does Spirit have any messages regarding your love life? Okay, 6 cards. So first 3 is the answer. Second 3 is the clarification. What's going on with Miss Genelle Maddox's love life? We have the Ten of Cups. So there's fulfilling. There's love here. That could talk about a marriage that could be coming towards you. But there's a lot of criticism. There's family criticism. Your side, their side. If you're not married, there could be a marriage coming in. But there's like family criticism, or there's obstacles. Pessimism. I heard pessimism. Or work or lack of work could be getting in the way of connectivity. There's lies about something. There's a big lie here. Ace of Swords reverse. There could be rumors and gossip going on. If you already are in a connection, there is rumors going on. Okay. You already know this though, High Priestess. That's an ancestral gift that you already have. Yeah, it's a bloodline, family bloodline, ancestral gift that you have. High Priestess energy. You already know this, or you may feel like somebody's family or your own family. Somebody here is keeping secrets. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Swords in reverse. There's something about not working on something to bring about healing, to heal from past criticism or pessimism. Okay, Ace of Swords reverse, 5 of Pentacles. Someone's lying about leaving something out in the cold, or that I will never abandon you, or something like that. Or someone is saying, no, my family isn't trying to encourage me to leave you. That they're not being honest about that. There needs to be with no judgment. There needs to be an honest conversation that you need to sit down with another person if you are in fact in a connection. If you're not in a connection, there's something that needs to be worked on regarding healing, so there can be a connection that comes in. Maybe also working on, if there isn't a connection, any form of like abandonment wounds potentially. No tea, no shade, okay? But that's what I got. I hope that helps you, honey. Okay, let's see. Now we have Miss Debbie. Let's see. 3, 2, 9, 2, 8. Okay. Let's see. When will my twin flame or soulmate, or when will I meet my twin flame or soulmate or general? Okay. Well, I don't necessarily believe in twin flames. I don't necessarily read for them, but let's say, when will you meet a romantic partner? Okay. 3 cards. This is approximate time frame. We got the Page of Cups in the upright. What's the obstacle? The Page of Swords in the upright. Okay. Potential outcome. Empress in reverse. Okay. We're in Cancer season right now. Next air sign would be Libra. Okay. I would say you might meet somebody Pisces season next year, but they don't want commitment, or they just got out of a marriage. So they may not be ready for commitment, though. So I wouldn't get too attached. The obstacle here, where there's smoke, there's fire. So you got to be able to pay attention to the red flags. I get it. Sometimes we want to see the best in others, but sometimes it's like right there in front of our face, right? They could be younger than you a little bit, or it could be a difference in maturity levels. So be mindful of that, okay? But something about before Taurus season next year and Pisces season next year. But there's something that also needs to be healed from. What's at the bottom? The Emperor in reverse. Somebody's getting out of a marriage first. I don't know if you know this person. They would fresh out of a marriage. They could have 2 kids, maybe. One of them is going to be very, very skeptical of you or suspicious. Okay. It might be a friend or start off as friends. Okay. But that's what I got, honey. Hope that helps you. Let's see. Miss Elaina. Let's see. 3, 3, 1, 4, 1. See, any job prospects or new resources coming this week? Honey, I hope. Any new job prospects and or new financial resources for Miss Elaina for this upcoming week? Beginning, middle, and end. Beginning of the week, we have Queen of Pentacles. I would say yes. Yes. You're getting an offer of some kind. A stable one at that. Okay, middle of the week. Yeah, that's celebration time. So I say yes. Celebrating a new opportunity that's being offered towards you. It's not quite as big as the Ace of Pentacles or the King, but it's stable, honey. Okay, end of the week, I wouldn't tell anybody about it. Okay, like so if you're going for a job interview, if you're wait until you actually start the job, right? Even though you're excited, you could be going out just celebrating with yourself, but be mindful of telling people because it could not go through. Even though people have the best of intentions, I guess, for the most part, some, jealousy or jinxing, you don't want to jinx it, right? Maybe they don't mean to. Some people do mean to, though, to jinx it because they feel like you don't deserve it for whatever reason, so you don't want to tell people what you got going on until you've solidified it. You started, it's been going pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Now, that doesn't mean every single person, though, right? You got to use your discernment here. Because if you were to tell all the details, I feel like you could go out and celebrate, but I wouldn't tell all the details if you want to do that, or just go out and celebrate yourself. You may not get a call back, or they may change their mind because something's being reversed or like jinxed. I heard jinxed really strongly. So be mindful what you tell people until you've solidified it, been there for a little bit, got married, whatever. Wait a little bit, okay? Especially about your job, okay? You might have people that don't they want you to do well, maybe, but not necessarily better than them. So be careful what you tell, okay? I hope that helps you. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on one second. Miss Becky Smith, you got 9 cards and 1 card of guidance. So 3, 3, 4, 0, 8. Okay. And your question. It's what? Okay. What do you need to know? Okay. Let me sit up. All right, let's see. Spirit, what does Becky Smith need to know? Knight of Swords in reverse. There could be something about a missed opportunity, or someone isn't taking action on something, okay? What's the obstacle to this? Queen of Cups in the upright. Or, okay, you may feel like somebody here is blocking you from taking action or blocking someone from taking action. Or there could be still, maybe someone has love for another person, or if it's about love, that's why someone isn't taking the action you would like for them to take, okay? Potential outcome, though, Nine of Cups in reverse. Whatever this is, it's not going to be fulfilling. There is some form of overindulgences here regarding a person or substances or something like that, material or something. Yeah, Five of Wands in reverse. I'll be careful not to argue with somebody, okay? There is if this is about a relationship, somebody isn't taking action to fight for a connection because, okay, somebody regrets something. Somebody regrets whatever happened between you and somebody. I feel like it could be, what's Nine of Cups in reverse about? The Sun card, Leo energy, Cancer, Pisces, maybe Scorpio here. Scorpio there, yeah. Something could be coming to light about somebody's overindulgences here. They do regret it. Somebody regrets a third party, maybe. They don't want to fight. They don't want no drama. They don't want competition here. They don't want to smoke, basically. Yeah, they keep thinking about this, or you know what's up. You're just trying to figure. You don't have quite the evidence to prove it, but you're not like you're wrong. Six of Cups. Yeah, somebody, part of the obstacle here, somebody still has love for another person or you. There's massive amounts of regrets for Five of Cups and Six of Cups. That's adding a cup. There's another person or another situation that's been added to it. You know it. You can't quite prove it yet, but I feel like you're going to be able to. So it could be somebody from the past. Okay, with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, it's like an overindulgence. Like I said, energy. This is not, they don't really want to go through with something. Yeah, Six of Swords in upright. Someone's trying to back away from something to try to avoid exposure. Someone's trying to get away with something. Okay. But there's regret. There's massive amounts of regrets here, especially regarding the past. If somebody who wants to walk away and come towards you, if it's romantic, they're afraid because they have really messed up there. Like, it's not good. Or someone has been honest with you about their past as well. Okay. Someone could have a criminal history. We got nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. Somebody's hung up on the past. Someone's hung up on the past big time. Maybe somebody from the past came back around. Someone's trying to back away from something in order to get away with that. I don't know. Someone could be meeting somebody for coffee or something like that. Or going out with somebody here to meet for coffee. To have a conversation. I feel like there's still feelings there. Whatever that means for you. I hope that helps you, though. Okay? Okay. All right, let's see. First Lady. Hold on, let me see. Let me write these down. I forgot to write those other ones down. 1 second. Before. And then we go JC. Okay. So First Lady, you got 3, 3, 8, 4, 3. Okay. Whatever comes out. Okay. Whatever comes out. Let's see. Currently going on, we got 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So if people have been planning or working against you, they have officially lost support. Their strategy or plan has failed. Obstacle here is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. This is very draining. It's been obviously very, very draining. Yeah, okay. Potential outcome, though, is the Fool card reverse. Okay. They're not going to take action towards that or whatever this is. The plan has failed, but it's been very taxing and draining. Somebody here is not going to pursue something. Okay. What's that? Yeah, Strength in reverse. Yeah. If there's a Leo involved, they could be losing their job. Or somebody feels like someone's being a coward on something, but I feel like they're growing a conscience. Somebody is. What's the Ace of Cups reverse? The Lovers and the Upright. Okay. It's been very, if there is a relationship that you're involved in, it's very draining for you. It could be affecting a relationship. Or if it's not romantic, it could be friends or family dynamics that are being affected because it's very, very draining, this situation. Full card. Okay. We got the Four of Swords in the reverse. Be careful of any, someone might be trying to be very reckless in their actions, so make sure that you're not. Okay. Also, get some better sleep too. Someone's very much in their ego. They could be really triggered because a plan or strategy is not working. But it's been very draining. Be mindful of people that, I don't know, be mindful of giving advice or receiving advice that not based on all the information. Okay. Rest is what I heard. Get some rest, the best of your ability. If people are sleeping on you, you don't sleep on yourself. Okay. But that's what I got, honey. Hope that helps you. All right. Let's see. All right, Miss Bilqis got 6 cards as well. 34105, and it says, what can I expect the next 3 months? So first month, second month, third month, then the clarifying cards. Okay, so where are we in July? Let's say August, September, October, right? So let's see, August. We have Temperance in reverse. Can be quite chaotic. Take care of your health as well. Make sure you're getting plenty of water, healthy amounts, obviously. It can be very chaotic or very disruptive for you. There could be a lot of imbalances here, something that may not be fair in August. Okay. Something about a Sagittarius. Okay. September, we got Nine of Wands, Leo Sag here. If you don't know what to do, don't do anything until the emotions have calmed down. That's what I want to tell you. There is somebody here, a younger person. It doesn't have to be. They could just be younger minded or younger in spirit that is, kind of taking action, but haphazardly. Okay. October, we got Six of Pentacles in reverse. So there needs to be balancing out the finances here. If you are worried about finances, you're going to get them. But we need to balance it out. Okay. What is that Temperance in reverse about? Yeah, Two of Wands. Someone has a choice to make. If somebody is refusing to heal or do the right thing, bring something back into balance and let there be not as many disruptions, then you're going to have make a choice. Okay. Someone might be trying to cause disruption to get you to make a certain choice. In August. What about September with the see, someone could be leaving a marriage or a family dynamic, moving out of home. It could be a younger person, a kid or whatever, a young adult, or somebody here is not committed in September. Okay. All right. And then in October, we got the Six of Pentacles, like you're releasing any form of unfair treatment or anybody who would treat you unfairly, or any financial burdens are being released. Okay. Okay. Just be, what I mean? Be mindful, I would say, of August and September. October looks pretty good, though. I hope that helps you, honey. And last but not least is JC. 34333. Okay. Says, I am considering dating someone named Lamont. How will this go? He is a few years younger than me. Okay. Show me, how will the relationship go between JC and Lamont? Please, Spirit. 9 cards. Let's see. We got the Magician. Okay. I mean, it's not necessarily, well, it can be, 100% trust it. This person is very charismatic. They're very good at manifesting. They're a very talented person. Absolutely. Yeah, but the King of Wands. Okay. Be careful of any form of manipulation or of this person being self-centered. Now, this is part of the obstacle, right? That means that they may try to block your manifestations. Potential outcome Seven of Cups reversed. I don't feel like there's going to be other options here. This person just has a problem with control, which can be a big problem. And that may end up being very, very clear if you're going on a date with this person, or maybe make it very casual or something. You know what I mean? Magician, see, Three of Wands. Yeah, you got a future here. This person sees that you're manifesting a bright future. You're going places. Okay, this person may also be a great manifestor and trying to go places, but I don't like the King of Wands here in the middle. Yeah, Ten of Swords reverse. Nope, I would say no. This person would betray you and act like they didn't. But you're going to see that very clearly. With the Seven of Cups reverse, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, this person, it may be a bad investment. The Nine of Cups, they're very sweet, or they're very affectionate, or very charming, right? Or very seductive here, but yeah, nope. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Nope, this is bad idea. This person likes to latch on to people who they feel like it's going, like, this is the type of person who would use people as stepping stones. Yep. And then be indecisive and keep you kind of stringing along back and forth, in and out, confused, all this stuff. Yeah, I would say no on this one. But you decide what you're going to do, okay? Yeah, no. Bad investment here. Wishy-washy. Very wishy-washy. They might be betraying somebody too. Or this is somebody who would go from one relationship, get into another one, and then leave the current one. It's got stank energy on it. No, I don't think so. Let's see. Any guidance, please, for JC about this Lamont person? Hello. We got a lot. Okay. Am I taking it? I'll take it. You got 4. It says the red, forgive. You have to forgive this person a lot. We got Linus. You've earned all your stripes. Like, pay attention to the red flags, basically. Don't overlook them. Gold, you don't need someone else to fix you. This is the type of person who will come in and then slowly try to chip away at you. And Mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. And then they will try to judge you. I'm going to say no on this one, honey, but you decide what you're going to do, okay? But I'm going to say no. That's not very good energy, okay? Looks good on paper. When it comes to brass tacks, not so much, okay? On the surface, but it's not very good deep below that, okay? So take care of yourself and protect yourself, okay? Whew. All right, let's see. Let's go on to my moderators. Hey, Nicolette, what's up, honey? Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. Let's see. Hey, Miss Pickett, what's up? For Leo timestamp, was 1 hour 21 minutes. Nicolette, hey, Bilqis. Hey, everybody. All right, let's see. Let's see. I'm going to get some of these for y'all. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to do this one for y'all. For my wonderful moderators, give me a card for the moderator. For the mod squad, each one gets a mod squad. Oh, no worries, honey. I'm glad you were able to make it, though. Let's see. Nakia Tarot. Check out Mojo Tarot, Nakia Tarot, and anyone else. I think it was one of the person was K Space. Their channel, too. Check them out, okay? We don't hate over here. We elevate. Which I got to add Nakia to my recommended readers. I will do that. All right, here we go. For the mod squad. Yes, baby. Thank you, Spirit and the Divine. Miss Nakia. Let's see. We got 3, 4, 8, 5, 9 is what I saw. Okay. What we got? Okay, you got release. It says release grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activities. You guys are so welcome, honey. I appreciate you guys so much. So Nakia says release any grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activities like dancing. or cooking or something that gets the body moving is what I'm seeing. Mostly like dancing, you know, or singing could be really important. Okay. Hope that helps you, honey. Let's see. Miss Anthony. I don't know if she was here tonight or not. I think she was. I can't remember. Let's see. We have acceptance. Accept past and current situations through excuse me. No, I skipped like a word or two. Infinite. It says acceptance. Accept past and current situations. Work through issues gracefully, the best of your ability. Okay. Hope that helps you, honey. All right, Miss Jocelyn. Let's see. 3, 5, 16. Here we go. Balance, honey. Juggling too many things at once. Find time for yourself. Definitely do that. Very busy, and that's wonderful, but you also still got to take care of you, right? Okay. And Mojo Tarot, what's up, honey? 35039. Okay, here we go. Putting in the work. Mojo, action that helps achieve goals, building the path to success. You own it, honey. You keep going. Take breaks when you need to. Obviously, that's important, but keep going. You got this. You got this. Okay. That is what I got. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight. I will have the timestamps uploaded here in just a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, probably eat something. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. My wonderful moderators and all the super chats. I will have everything done in just a little bit. I love you guys so much and take care until next time. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good night.